And hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Select Start Network podcast. It's like we never left, but we did for like 7 months.
Yeah, it feels like.
Yeah.
Feels like 7 years.
It wasn't 7 months, though.
It was like 4, I think.
What are you doing here, Dwight?
7.
Oh, he got you.
What'd you call me?
Oh,
I
shit.
called you Dwight.
That's actually good. I haven't heard that one yet.
You know what we should probably do? Introduce ourselves.
We should.
Yeah,
we
Probably should.
So, starting from, well, I guess me. Hey, I'm Justin Larson, and over to my closest left, we have Colin Burns here. And then to my furthest, we have Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
I knew you were going to do it,
I was going to say Sweet Life of Zach and Cody over there.
too. Which one?
Either of them. Who fucking cares?
It's not the name. They weren't named Sweet Life of Zach. and
Now,
Cody.
I gotta ask, Drake, how was working with Josh? Or Josh,
I'm telling you, do you still hate Harry Potter after all these years, Mr.
okay.
Malfoy?
That's a quality one.
Yeah,
and yes, I do.
I was saving that one in my back pocket.
All right, just
I was
let's
saving that.
air them out right before show starts. Vanilla Ice, I've heard. Slim Shady,
Yeah.
I've heard. Miley Cyrus, Malfoy.
Ooh, Miley.
Miley Cyrus, and that was Amy, and that was the best one I heard.
Oh my god.
And then Zach Morris has been starting lately, and I forgot to wear my Saved by the Bell shirt.
Well, I mean, the one night when you were there for that motivational speaker, or the fuck that keynote speaker,
yeah.
you had like the most 80s fucking shirt in the world. I'm like, how can I not call you Zach Morris?
And I wore like a black tracksuit with that too. I look good. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, for
Yeah, I'm not hating. I make jokes, but I'm not hating.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So we were off for the podcast, anyways, since what, May? I want to say about May, April.
It was like
Our last one was like either late April or first thing May.
Yeah.
Early May.
it might have been. I think it would have been late April because I think May we took off because of exams and stuff.
Oh yeah. The ending of April was the ending of our exams.
Yeah. So mid-April we took a break. We did more than a couple. We did quite a bit of recording, and now we're coming back into the school year, so we are back in it, and you can enjoy this brand new set that we have.
Sorry.
Which Justin isn't a fan of, but I love it.
I hate it. There's no.
Yeah, no, not
All
a
right,
fan.
to give you guys a quick bit of exposition for the original set that we had, the big wooden set with the desks and all that, and all of like that entire setup, and we had like the light panel
Yeah.
at the back.
And the LED lights and shit.
Yeah, during the summer, I worked here at Fanshawe, and we ripped it down. Like we completely took out all of the wooden sets and left the studio we work in. We just left it completely open. So I actually really like it because I think you can do a lot more with the studio now that it's open.
Oh,
You
we
can do a lot
could.
more
Yep.
setup.
If we had the equipment for it.
Exactly.
okay,
if we already had other sets ready for us to be able to set up,
Yeah.
which is the ultimate goal with this place. We're going to have multiple different sets that we can move in and out to change the background for whatever we need, but they don't have that ready for us yet.
Not
We even
yet.
tried using risers.
But
We had 3 risers altogether, 2 halves
No,
and
the
one
other
full.
ones are in there. They're just fucking buried. We would have had to spend literally like half an hour moving other shit out of the way.
So now we got this blue background.
Yeah, and this.
Whiteboard, which will reveal now our new logo. So
Wait, we
Colin,
have a
if
new
you could
logo?
please-
We have a
you've
new
never seen
logo.
it?
No.
No, Colin designed it. It's pretty sweet.
I designed it.
Ready
5
for this?
minutes
There,
ago.
Close your eyes.
Here we go.
rotate.
Here we go. Here we go.
And
Look at it.
ta-da!
Look at it.
Welcome to the SSN Podcast.
Oh god, it sucks so bad.
Colin, get that shit out of here.
Give me the 2. Give me the
Get rid of
2.
it. Just get rid of it. Just give us the white background again.
No, I want that shit gone.
You want it gone?
I want it
Okay,
gone now.
fine, fuck.
See, I could barely see Colin. What's your name again? Liv's face.
What? Fuck that. That looks. That looks like dog shit. I can't believe you guys made me wait for that. Like, I was so excited too because I was just like, okay, cool. I really like that
New
logo
logo.
already, but
Yeah, we're not changing that.
No.
We're not changing that.
I mean, we might have to because I lost everything in the purge. So
oh
we
yeah.
call it.
Let's talk about the purge.
You might not have lost as much as you thought you did.
Do you have some of it?
I have a lot of it.
Oh shit, that'd be amazing then. So what had happened is right before school started, I had built this new PC rig for my wife. This monster of a fucking gaming rig, which Liv has played on it. You played
Yeah,
some Rainbow Six
it's
Siege.
that thing's fucking quality too.
Oh, dude, it's so good. I love
Like
it.
my eyes couldn't take how nice everything looked, especially
But,
coming from fucking Xbox. So
Oh yeah, you're 30 frames to 144. But I had set it up, and then we didn't get a disk drive for it. So like, okay, all you got to do is grab a USB, download Windows 10, put it on there, and then you can install it onto the new computer. I'm like, okay, cool. We got it. Everything's great. I took my hard drive, put the Windows 10 platform on there, connected it, fucking installed it. Great. I go to remove just that folder. It's not there. All I get is, oh, you only have 30 gigs on this 2 terabyte hard drive. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Shit.
So I'm looking at it, and from my research, what the fucking thing says, what it doesn't tell you what it does, is it partitions a segment of your USB drive or your hard drive, your external, and wipes everything else on it. It reformats it and partitions this one segment on there. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, okay, well, if I get rid of this partition, I should be able to get back what I had before. I delete it. Nope. It's now just, hey, this is an unreadable fucking hard drive.
God.
Dude, that is a year's worth of schoolwork, of videos that I've done, of Let's Plays, of podcasts.
Yes.
All gone, except for certain things that you're saying that you might
Yes.
have.
Do you remember a while ago you had us make little commercials for SSN?
Yes.
That you might have used.
Yeah.
When you gave me the links to Google Docs or or something where I downloaded a whole shitload of our previous videos.
That'd be amazing.
Mostly podcasts with a handful of gameplay stuff. So I don't have everything that you lost.
still have some, though.
But I still have some of it.
And like, I also have to realize that I can download a lot of that off of YouTube itself.
Yes.
I can download it.
Yes.
But the problem I'm having is there's some unreleased stuff that was on there.
Oh.
Deadly Premonition.
Oh, we lost Deadly Premonition?
Yeah.
We went through that shit for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Do we have Deadly Premonition Part 2?
I think I still have that on the computer. A lot of the drunk Let's Plays I thought we had lost. We still have, but luckily I kept, so what I was doing is, for every time I was ready to edit them, I would take them from the original computer, put them on the hard drive, then edit them on the Mac. What I ended up by doing is, when I did that, I still left out Fusion Frenzy, I think, and I think one more. So out of our, I think it's The Hunt.
Yeah, that one was garbage. That was funny, but it was garbage.
No, it wasn't funny.
It was funny to
Since
me
he just
at the time.
fucking drove that. He fucking crashed that Let's Play so fast. Drunk Cinch just like, no, I'm not dealing with this shit. Making the poor vegan kill animals.
Yeah, that was like the stupidest joke that we actually got from that. As we're like, we'll make the vegan, and then Sidney was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
It's a video game.
So like that became a shit show, but like everything else was quality. Like everything else was fucking top notch and ready to go. Now, one of the other things that happened, which is kind of a good thing, that I was able to salvage it. I still have the intro to. I think I still have the intro to the podcast, the old intro, and I still have my Let's Play intro, the ba-ding thing.
Yeah,
I still have that. So those are really the two, and I still have my support us on Patreon thing. So I still have the 3 basics.
Yeah.
But what makes me mad is I lost my nameplates. I lost all that shit. So I got to remake it and stuff. And it's not going to be hard. It's just
a pain. And
Yeah.
you already did it, so you feel like you're repeating yourself.
Yeah.
I managed to get the beginning of video, like little clips, like straight. I just downloaded, or it was off the ones that I already had
Yeah,
downloaded off the YouTube. And I just ripped it out of those one of the videos, for the videos I'm putting together now.
okay.
That's something
Yeah, I remember when you were showing me your video that you edited. You had that intro, and I was just like, when did you get that? Justin hasn't given me that. I haven't asked though.
I was gonna say, well, when are you gonna give me that Rainbow Six video, lib?
Yeah, I know. I have not been working.
Yeah,
on that.
come on, man. Just come into the studio one day. Just take 3 hours and get it done.
I know, but I'm lazy.
I came in here on Friday. I started working at about 2, and I was here until 10 p.m.
All
And
right,
I got a bunch
so
of videos done.
with that video, I started editing it. I basically did a 3. We did like the 3. I did like a 3-cam edit basically, but with the 3. And I made it about 5 minutes in and had some like really good stuff, and then I lost the entire thing of all that 3-camera editing for 5 minutes, and I kind of after that was like,
yeah.
I was like, I just wasn't feeling
It's
it.
discouraging, right?
Yeah,
So,
when you
like-
lose stuff like that, it's
yeah.
just you don't want to. Like when you're playing a video game, you lose a save or something, and you get knocked back however fucking far in the game, and you're like, I don't want to fucking play a game anymore.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like fuck this.
So like I'm gonna edit it, and I have to. It's I feel like shit every time I open it up. Like even though it's like I know it wasn't my fault, it was still like, fuck, I did this already.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Especially when I was like trying to make some of like the same cuts and stuff and some of the.
Oh, that's the worst. Is when you try to redo what you did last time and you try to capture the magic again, and it's like
You're just not feeling it.
Yeah,
You're
it's just not as good. But yeah, but I am working on some other stuff. A new series that, if you're done talking about the Purge, do you have anything else to say on that mode? Or?
No, I got other things we can talk about after. That kind of leads into from the computer and stuff. But
Okay. So a new thing. I just.
You're like, I was so stuck.
I know. I was like chilling really far.
My own
Get the
prisoner,
boom
I
mic. Got what I got. Like,
Yeah.
you got the microphone like 3 feet ahead in front of you. You don't fucking I can move around how I want.
So a new thing that I want to try.
Oh my god, it really does look like you're on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh my god, it does.
That angle is amazing.
I don't want to be on Jimmy Fallon. I don't like Jimmy Fallon.
I would.
I like hit the slow zoom as I say that.
I think I would want to be on Seth Meyers.
Yeah, I would too.
Not the Tonight Show, the Late Night,
Yeah.
or Conan. I think those.
Oh, I love
good
Conan.
ones.
I'd love to be on Conan.
Yeah.
I want to be on
Please
Graham
stop.
Norton.
What are you
Graham
doing?
Norton would
Graham
be
Norton would be
amazing.
so much fun.
Yeah. Another one that I would want to be on, or that I want to be on, but I'm actually happy that they're on. NSP and Twerp are going to be live on Conan this Monday. Yeah, they're going to perform, so it's going to be good.
Conan usually has pretty solid music.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, sorry. So I just
Go back to what you were saying.
Okay, new series that I've already tried to start about 100 new series, but I'm starting another one. And I'm going to start trying to pick up the lib stuff. I don't know. My summer was crazy. We'll go into it later. But that I want to do with everybody on the channel is a series that is tentatively named 1v1, where I challenge, or I get other people to challenge.
Yeah.
Basically, people in the channel just do 1v1 games, and I want to do the most obscure, weird fighting games, as well as like some more like mainstream stuff.
Yeah.
So me and Colin just tried it out, just trying out the new series. Like we played each other, and we played Worms Battlegrounds, this 2011 Deadliest Warrior game that I had on my Xbox.
Oh my god, I know about that. That's
Yeah.
such shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a great time with it though.
And then lastly, we played UFC 2 and made custom characters. It's really fucking
We
funny.
shouldn't say anything about the characters. Just say that it's phenomenal gameplay.
Yeah,
we had
it's
so much fun with it.
It's a fight you're gonna want to see. But basically, how it works is I want to get everybody in and everybody involved just in these Let's Plays.
Yeah.
And I want to have a running tally of points, of like so far with our 3 Let's Plays, I won them all, so I have 3 points.
Yeah, I got zilch.
Except that you beat me in Battlefront in an
Yeah.
unsalvageable one, so Colin has 1 point. So now I'm going to be challenging everybody in SSN, or Colin's going to be challenging people, or basically you could challenge anyone to 1v1 in something, and you want to try and get points. Because I don't know what happens when you have the most points at the end of the year, but something's happening.
So we could have like
We'll
an
have
end
some
of
kind of
season.
prize.
You know, like we can have like a literally a series of, we'll say like this could go for like a 24 episode stretch.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the 24th episode, that person becomes the champ. So whoever has the most points becomes champ. And then in season 2, everyone is fighting to go challenge the champ at the end of that season.
Oh, okay.
okay,
That's
okay.
fair. I like that.
Yeah.
I know for the next couple of ones, Colin wanted to fight some more people and do other things because obviously he's a little discouraged after.
A little
does
bit.
it
I
have
need
to
to
be
I need to
video
gain
games?
these points back.
It doesn't have to be video games, but I'm not actually fighting you.
I mean, what if I just want to be like, hey, let's just do like a friendly jiu-jitsu
No,
match?
because I'm gonna actually die. Like
Just
it
1v1
doesn't
arm
matter
wrestle.
how many fucking video game points I have. If there's a video on the internet of me getting kicked in the head and dying,
I said jiu-jitsu. I'm just going to choke you.
what? That makes me feel better. It doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't
It
have to
could
be
be
video
like,
games though.
you and me, bro, connect 4. Let's go.
Yeah, it's shit like that. I just want to because I think it's fun and. From what me and Colin got for it, we got competitive, but the spirit of it, we both knew it was just goofy, and we were both having fun and equally trying to win. So it's something I want to do because I think it'd be fun and just involve everybody in it.
Yeah.
And just get everybody, because I know Colin's been shooting a lot of Let's Plays and stuff, and we've just been trying to get more people involved in the channel actually on camera and stuff. So that's something I would like to start.
Speaking of that, there's actually something, it kind of connects to like the SSN and getting people to play more. This is something that I've talked about before, but I'm putting you guys on notice here.
Okay.
It's nothing bad. It's nothing bad at all. But so I've been really pushing on the Select Start Network Twitch page. I've been streaming every single day.
Yeah.
And what I want to eventually happen is have, I don't care who from the network, I don't give a shit who it is, Could be someone from the back, someone in front of the camera, I don't care. But they will go ahead and stream a game that they want. And then that way, that when people come onto the channel, we can actually have a schedule and be like, okay, Liv's playing tonight. Liv's going to be playing whatever, fucking Rainbow Six Siege on Xbox One. Tyler on Monday is going to be playing Spider-Man for, a couple hours or whatever. And then, Justin's going to go on and he's going to jerk off to Lara Croft or something. Because I got the Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So like that's the game that I can play.
When's that stream going on? Damn.
I need to pay attention. I need to subscribe.
Is that on Twitch terms of service? Are you allowed to do that?
I mean, that's on the IRL and it's, $4.99 a minute, baby.
Just like look down, it's all like girls in front of cameras and then Justin jerking off. I wonder why people aren't watching Twitch as much anymore.
What do you mean copyrights? What's going on here?
So basically, select.
You stole my idea.
No, that's cool. My tattoo on my dick, that's me.
So basically, it would be select starting at work, scheduled program.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
It's something that I want to see if we can test out and do. Okay. I'm not expecting people to I do 4 to 6 hour streams. I don't expect anyone to do that. I expect people to be an hour or two.
Yeah. Streaming gets exhausting.
It can be. It can. So I just figured it'd be a nice variety for the channel.
I'll try and get in there. I'll have my first time streaming.
Yeah. And again, I don't expect much. I don't expect anyone to have the production that I have, where I have a green screen, I have my lights, I have a good mic and stuff. Literally, it could just be you on your Xbox controller microphone talking, just streaming through that, and I'm fine with that. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's why I've been coming here to record Let's Plays and that. I've been setting up just the TV in front of me and the chairs in front of here and using these. I haven't even been using these lights, but I probably fucking should. Just as a way to record myself, since I don't want to do it in my apartment.
Yeah.
See, for me, I like the aesthetic of my room. Because,
your room looks real nice.
I have, well, you look at the floor of my room, it's messy as shit. But my one back corner is a giant Union Jack flag that I got from my uncle, which is a pretty cool story, actually. And then on the left side of it, on the left side of the corner, is my Baby Driver posters, because I have 2 of them. So then it's you get, this cool symmetry of my Union Jack and my Baby Driver posters. And it's there's Lib.
All thing British.
Yeah.
My room is just way too plain looking to be doing that too. So
you also have
guys
the
got a nice
roommates
setup.
and stuff. My roommates are super chill.
Yeah, and I live in a building that's very loud. I have people on top of me and below me, and I live right in front of a street.
Yeah.
So it gets way too loud for me to do anything like that in my place.
No, that would be pretty balls.
All right, Justin. What are we here to talk about today? Because you have a list.
I mean, I got a couple things. I got a couple topics that we could talk about. I'm looking at them right now.
I think we should do. Can you see me highlight?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the things. Yeah. So
I can't.
We're on the same Google Doc right now. So.
Well, if somebody came prepared.
I do have a laptop, but I don't have it out with me. Sorry, I don't need technology in my face all the time.
But what are we doing right now? I don't understand. Can you enlarge the screen for me so I can read it?
Fuck you. The only technology I need is the Nintendo 64.
Yep.
The best gaming console.
Fuck, with the best game in there.
I can't.
What's tied? Anyways, tied. It's Ocarina of Time.
Oh, okay.
I'm tied with Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time will always be my tied fucking favorite Zelda games.
Right above that, Turok Dinosaur Hunter.
I mean, Duke of 3D, Turok, oh baby, GoldenEye,
Dog,
Duke
really
of 3D. It's all fucking good. All right, now before we go down that road, summer came by. We did some shit. Well, some of us did some shit. Some of us did a lot of shit. And how about we talk about it? Let's start with me. I got a tattoo.
You got a tattoo. You got a cool tattoo. Holy shit! Look at that thing.
Yeah, if we can get. Let's see if we can fucking get that. There, I'm just gonna stand up. So let's see if we can get that zoom in.
Go for it. Yeah.
That's
Fucking
pretty dope.
classic Legend of Zelda tattoo. It's cool.
Ooh.
Damn it, we didn't get the face shot of you.
That's why I sat down real fast.
You didn't want it. You didn't want it.
But yeah, no, I ended up getting this tattoo during the summer, and it's inspired obviously Legend of Zelda. There is this specific picture that's out there. Side note, I wish we had a bigger team. I feel bad for Mac, Ruth, and Tyler because they were so committed to the cameras and behind the camera stuff. But then I always have these bigger, greater ideas where, if I talk about, we'll say, this picture for this tattoo that I'm talking about, to have them actually be able to pull it up and throw it on screen.
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish we had more people. Anyways, doesn't matter. I'm happy with what we have. You guys are amazing.
We love you, crew.
Yeah. But anyways, it's this picture of, this forest-y thing with the smash sword inside of a pedestal, and it's got this nice smoky look that you see here. On the picture itself, I think it's more tealish green. This is just more darker blue with a bit of teal to it. The reason why I wanted to get this was my brother and I, when we were kids, used to play Legend of Zelda all the time. Mm-hmm. That is literally like to the point when 64 came out and we got Ocarina of Time. Back before there was like actual primers or strategy guides, people would make them online on like GameFAQs.com, or back then it was Game Sages, which then turned into IGN. Mm-hmm. You would go there and then you would print off these things, and we didn't know how to select pages, so we just hit print all, and like the Legend of Zelda, the Ocarina of Time strategy guide that the fan made was I think 100 pages.
Damn.
So back on an old printer that didn't like super scan fast, all yours fucking took like a half hour to print. And like we made sure that everything was in pristine condition, because every time we got to the fucking water temple when we were kids, could not deal with that shit. Mm-hmm. One of the worst experiences ever was that fucking water temple. So there was that, and then Majora's Mask. I remember it came out roughly around when my brother's birthday was coming around. And we were supposed to go to this place called Parthenon in the valley, back where I lived. But there was a Bianco's, like a video rental store, and they knew us by name because we held Ocarina of Time for over a month of late charges. And they're like, do you just want to buy the game from us? Like, you kind of already did. And my parents were like, no, like, we'll deal with it. That was a very expensive fucking late fee. But then when Majora's Mask came out, they knew that I wanted it, so they purposefully held a copy to the side for me, so I was able to grab it and rent it. And so I'm in my room playing 64, playing Majora's Mask, and my mom's like, "Okay, we're going to go to the Parthenon for Anthony's birthday." I'm like, "Yeah, cool." And like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "Sure." I'm still like fucking like only my underwear, fucking fat sweaty kid playing fucking Majora's Mask. She opens the door, she's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, I'm getting ready. Like, "No, you're not." It's fucking. That was like the relationship with my mom, was just like fucking. She would always be yelling at us and shit. But yeah, it was from that, and then obviously getting older, playing Wind Waker, all the DS versions, the Game Boy Advance, like Oracle of Seasons, Oracle of Times, fucking Minish Cap, all that fun jazz, all the way down to I skipped Skyward Sword because I don't do no motion control bullshit.
Yep.
And I don't like me a super linear Zelda game. I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm hard on it. That bugs me. But then Breath of the Wild came out, and it was like, oh my god, one of the greatest experiences in the world.
I have a point on Breath of the Wild.
What's up?
Remember back when we did Game of the Year, and I said that Odyssey was better than Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
I flipped.
I knew it. I knew it would happen.
Playing Breath of the Wild from like I stopped playing it. I played a shit ton. Stopped playing it. Went back and played it more, and I was just like, yeah, this game is better. It is better. Like Mario Odyssey is such a good game, but Breath of the Wild, you can do fucking anything, and it's amazing. Yep. Sorry, that's just all I had to interject with because I knew you'd like that.
Well, you know what? We can't turn back time. It's still Mario Odyssey.
Mario
Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey.
Mario.
I went like pure Italian there for a moment. Yeah, it's still Mario Odyssey. And then to finish us off, my son and I started playing Breath of the Wild together, so it just made a lot of sense for me to get this because like the Legend of Zelda has been like a part of my life.
There's a lot of personal stories behind it.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Zelda. And
then like eventually this is gonna become a full sleeve tattoo. So I'll have like Majora's Mask up here. I'm gonna have Ganondorf, either Twilight Princess Ganondorf, where he looks like a fucking super jacked machine, or 64 Ganondorf, and then the smoke, like kind of like what you see here, or right there. It's kind of like what you see here. But instead of it'll be black smoke, and it'll be Ganon Smoke Monster from Breath of the Wild.
Okay. Yeah.
Shit like that. And I'll have like the Sheik symbol, like all that shit. It's gonna be all on there. And then I'll have another probably full sleeve on this one. It'll just be a bunch of random nerdy shit.
Okay.
That I'm a fan of.
Nice.
Yeah. I like the Legend of Zelda arm though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What else happened this summer?
What else happened? I started going back to Muay Thai. So I've been training. So I've been learning to kick and punch properly. Mm-hmm. It feels like Lib's trying to lead me on to something. I have no clue what it is.
No, I genuinely wasn't. I was asking.
Legitimately just trying to move the conversation.
You didn't only get a tattoo this
I know. And then like obviously like the giant fucking PC rig that I got Tracy, which is amazing. But if there's no way that I ever would have gotten that fucking thing if we didn't sell the house. because that I'm gonna let everyone know right now that thing, the
Cost way too
casing.
much?
How much do you think it cost? Okay,
I have no idea how much PCs cost.
5,000.
I'm not that crazy.
Not that much. Okay, I'm gonna throw out a
2,000.
random number. 1,800.
2,000.
2,000.
Oh no, it's more.
3,400 and I think $45 or $55.
Fuck.
Yeah,
I was
yeah, dude.
closer with 5,000.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah, so and
Price is Right rules.
Yeah. Oh fuck. Oh, no, I still
You
win
still
then.
won. You still won.
no, he went over.
No.
No, then he guessed again with 2. He made a real guess with 2
Oh,
grand.
okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think you were that. Damn.
This is me back.
Go back, just go back in the tape, you'll see it.
3,400. Damn.
Yeah, dude, it was an insane amount of money. And I went to Trace, I'm like, you better fucking play this thing. Like, if not, I'm taking this over, and this will become my fucking rig. And it's pretty much become my rig.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, like,
That's what happens.
she'll play Siege, which is fine, on there. She's, like, slowly playing Terrorist Hunt, getting better at it, because then, like, I want to get her to casuals, and then maybe in 10 years, she'll finally be able to play some rank. I don't know. But when she's not using it, I'm using that as my gaming rig, and then I use my other computer, which is still a very good computer. I still love it to death. And I have that as my streaming rig. So I have, like, right now I have the Apage connected through that, and then streams it on, like, it goes onto the streaming rig, and then that goes out to everyone else. So I can still keep my 144 frames, and you guys, as a streaming, get 720, I think it's 60 frames.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good then.
No, it's good. It's good.
yeah.
And I mean, Lib, you got firsthand try at that rig.
Yeah, with hopefully a video that'll be coming out soon-ish.
Yep. Very much so soon.
So we that one video we were talking about, the Rainbow Six video I'm working on, it was the idea of I took Colin and Justin and made them play Xbox Rainbow Six, which Justin has played a little bit of and Colin hasn't touched yet. And a bunch of hijinks ensued. Colin actually plays really well.
Yeah.
That's probably why I haven't edited it yet, because whenever Colin does well, it doesn't seem to go up on the channel.
So we got to keep
Really,
that
it's just
tradition
a
going.
running, just a running gag that whenever I do well in a video game, just no, we're not gonna post that
Yeah.
video. Fuck that.
Well, even it was like the one Battlefront video we had was decent, except for the audio was shit because I left the AC unit on.
Yeah, so the entire video just has.
I think I knew you were gonna win, so I left the AC unit on purpose.
Yeah.
Just fuck with
It's
the
like, not
audio.
today,
It's like,
motherfucker.
nope, not airing this. Fuck
Anyway,
this.
so that video we did with Rainbow Six on the Xbox, we actually flipped the script where Justin invited me over to his house and I played Rainbow Six on the PC.
Yep.
And that was a lot of fucking fun. I really enjoyed it.
Do you see the difference between 30 frames and 144 frames? How
Kind of.
smooth-
Like,
You're fucking
I
crazy.
see
dude.
the difference for sure.
So smooth.
But like I couldn't tell it. Like I knew it was like high frame rate, but it's like it was just so smooth. It was like I couldn't tell. Like I don't know. It was like 60 frames and 140 frames probably wouldn't be that different to me. That's all I'm saying. But like how my brain processes it.
You're batshit crazy.
I don't. That's what you can't think.
Bad shit,
Human
dude.
eye can only. Can
No,
only
I am
process
tired of
things.
hearing that bullshit. It is not true. It is not true. Every eye can perceive many more frames or different frames than, because every eye is different. Every mind receives things differently than everyone else.
Well, isn't it a possibility that mine are different than yours then?
I think it's a possibility that you're a weak ass pleb.
oh, pleb. Oh,
Fuck off. Okay. My hair lick isn't that bad.
I mean,
it's not bad. It's
pretty
I'm
bad.
not hating on it.
I'm waiting for my turn because we still haven't addressed it yet. Like we
Yeah.
made fun of it, but anyway, anything to wrap up your summer, Justin?
I'm getting better on Siege, and I'm happy, and I'm enjoying it. And there's a decision that I've made now after summer of coming back to school that we'll talk about after. But
Okay.
Lib, you're up. What'd you do this summer, Lib?
We
Or
just get
Colin?
Colin.
Fine, we'll go to Colin.
Okay, damn. I had a very fucking busy summer.
Yeah?
I've been
No
all
shit.
over the place.
Yeah, true.
I've taken trips to Miami, Cleveland. I've been to Columbus like 3 random times. Like one time was planned, and then Columbus like 2 other random ass times.
Why Columbus?
Okay, the first time was for Rock on the Range.
Yeah.
The big fucking rock and metal festival. Had the fucking time of my life. Oh my god. But then the other 2 times was just to visit like my girlfriend who was like on a temporary work assignment there.
Oh wait, so you and
Sydney?
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
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 I'm not
You
gonna
guys been
talk too
dating
much
for a
about
while?
it's complicated, but whatever.
See, that's
It was
that's
always-
what I was
this
up
is-
to. I was always up to the it's complicated part, but now that I hear the actual fucking girlfriend,
Okay.
I was
Okay,
always
but
under the
not-
assumption that it was always GF.
Well, don't rather not talk
shit,
about
just
that.
say girlfriend.
GF.
I'd rather just not talk about that much.
No, no, that's fine. That's fine.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Exposed.
I started.
Calling
people who watch this channel will know that I've started a vlog.
Yeah.
I started vlogging. I haven't been doing it the past month or two. But I started it just as like an exercise and being better at talking to the camera and editing video a lot more and just giving myself something to do and trying to push myself to do more interesting things. I felt like I had a good time with that. I'm not sure if I'll continue.
Really, yeah?
Really, because like it's fucking awkward walking around holding the camera on the big ass tripod,
Yeah,
pointing
it
a
is.
camera at myself, talking to myself.
Lib was like, he's like, yeah, I want to try that. Yeah, I'll try it too. And
It
then like
sucks.
after one of the times that you did it, he's talking to me. He's like, I can never. He's like,
It
I remember
sucks.
you're like, I grabbed the camera, I looked at him like, I can't do this, and you just put it
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, it's awkward as fuck.
Well, it
it's
just- you-
really just terrible.
You feel so obnoxious about it, even though like you're not really being that intrusive. Like if as long as you asked people before and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and you're doing it, and it's not intrusive at all, but you feel like it is.
Yeah,
and
because you always get weird looks from people looking at you, being like, "What the fuck?"
and you're just uncomfortable.
Yeah,
with it.
it's very uncomfortable. So I may continue to do it sparsely, just every
Yeah.
once in a while, just like, oh hey, we're doing some kind of event or something. I'm gonna pick up the camera and do it again.
Yeah. If there's a special reason to do it, you'll do it.
Yes, exactly. But I'm
Gotcha.
not gonna like think like, okay, I'm gonna try and I need a vlog. I need to
Yeah.
do
I need to
something
go to the
about it.
Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, fuck that. I saw a fuckload of movies.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went to the movies so many fucking times.
You want to
I
quickly
have-
read down the list of movies
Yes,
that you've done?
yes.
Oh,
I
damn.
compiled a list. 21 movies that I saw. Okay, 20. Okay, it's 20 movies, and then the 7 Netflix series that I watched through in their entirety
Christ,
through this
okay.
summer. Okay, I'm gonna try and keep this brief. I'm just gonna run down the list, give the movie name in one quick sentence. Oh, I'm gonna go through this real
Hold
quick.
on, we need a theme. Lib,
Theme.
give him a theme.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba-ba.
That copyright?
Shit! All right, I'll give you an actual theme.
All right,
now.
go for it.
Movies with Colin. Late night.
I love it. Okay, let me start. Infinity War, worth the wait, great superhero movie with good plot and performances all around. Some minor disappointments, but ultimately a great time and worth the wait. Chris Pratt is still very handsome. Good job.
I don't feel
Ant-Man,
so good, Mr. Stick.
oh, fuck you. Ant-Man and the Wasp, good time, feels kind of pointless overall, but it's still a very fun movie. Shows a deeper insight to some of those characters. Good time. Deadpool 2, not as good as the first, but still a decent, fun time movie. Solo, not bad, meh. Alden Ehrenreich is a decent Han, but the story was really predictable and just kind of meh. Life of the Party, a meh, not horrible Melissa McCarthy comedy, has more good moments than most. It kind of makes me hopeful that Melissa McCarthy could actually come up with some good movies eventually. Happy Time Murderers ruins all that fucking. I watched that movie. It's a waste of goddamn time. Don't waste your fucking time with that. Spy Who Dumped Me, very fun movie. The action is a weak point, but the chemistry between Mila Kunis and Kate McKinnon keeps this movie just fucking hilarious and fun to watch. I love it. Tag, amazing comedy movie. It's
Yeah.
everything a comedy movie should be. Uncle Drew, everything a comedy movie shouldn't be. Absolute dog shit. The Incredibles 2, not as good as the first, very predictable, but it's a feel good story. Fans of The Incredibles, if you like the
It's a
first one,
kids
you'll like the
movie,
next
too.
one.
Well, I mean, it's literally just a rehash of Incredibles 1.
Yeah. Won't You Be My Neighbor? Great documentary. If you want to cry, you'll just watch it. Mr. Rogers. It makes you fucking tear up easily. Mission Impossible Fallout. Fantastic fucking
Fuck
action
yeah,
movie.
that movie
Love
was
this movie
awesome.
so much.
Me and
The
Justin watched
stunt
that movie
work.
together, and that
Yeah.
was so fucking
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, the stunt work, the performances, everything about that movie is just, it's everything an action movie should be.
Yeah.
The Meg, everything an action movie shouldn't be. It's fucking, it's not a horrible movie, it's just, it's cheesy as fuck. It makes you roll your eyes in
And it's
not a
made
good
for
way.
Chinese audiences. It's
Yeah,
not
it
made
really
for
is. It's one of those
audiences.
shoehorns everything Chinese into it
Have
because
you
you can
seen
tell
it?
they had the funding and all that.
Racist, dude. You can't say that.
How is that right? It's based in Hong Kong and has like 90% Chinese actors, like actual recognized Chinese actors.
Very similar, Skyscraper. Exactly the same thing. A meh action movie placed in China.
Yeah.
It's all everything Chinese. Yeah. Nothing. We're not being racist about it. It's just like China is being pushed into every fucking
Well, it's
movie.
because they're the next big like production companies, right? They're all coming out.
Big
with their
production
own
companies,
money.
and they're a
Talking about?
huge market.
Yeah.
Like a whole, like I'm pretty sure China spends more money on movies than the U.S. So
Fast and the Furious didn't like the newest Fast and Furious, whatever, didn't do that well in the States. Like it obviously it's Fast and Furious, people are gonna watch it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it made us so much money overseas.
exactly.
Again, because those production companies are just fucking pushing it. Anyway, sorry.
Okay, I'm over halfway through here. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. Meh, it's a real disappointing addition to Jurassic Park. Took weird story directions in the story without really much payoff, but Chris Pratt is still very handsome. Good job, Chris Pratt. Here's a little mini Netflix section. Mindhunter, fantastic. Altered Carbon, fantastic. Luke Cage Season 2 and Jessica Jones Season 2, decent, not bad. Punisher Season 1, intense, but kind of fails. I thought it was disappointing.
I like Punisher.
I liked it, but I thought it was just a little disappointing.
Yeah, there's-
with the story.
I mean, the story. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it.
Big Mouth, fucking fantastic. I cannot recommend this series enough. It's weird, it's brash, it's crude, but it's fucking
Oh,
funny.
it's an animated show, right?
It's an animated
Yeah.
show. Queer Eye, love it. Fucking love Queer Eye. Oh my god.
Your eyes amazing.
BoJack, the new season of BoJack just came out like a couple days ago. I binged it all yesterday. Fucking love it. It is not near as funny as the other ones, but it is so much better as like a drama show. It
Okay.
gets dark. It gets fucked up. I love it. And back to the movies. Last few movies here. Christopher Robin, heartwarming. The first 10 minutes will make you cry, and the rest of the movie is just kind of meh, whatever. Eighth Grade, very good dramedy, directed by Bo Burnham.
Yep.
Love that movie. What do I have written
This
here?
is a thumbs up to Bo Burnham, but I
Yeah.
haven't seen the movie yet.
It uses dark humor and cringe humor in the best ways. It's just very good. It's a really good story and makes you feel like, oh, this is what kids are going through these days with social media and all that shit. Action Point, surprisingly decent action movie. It reminds me that Johnny Knoxville actually can act. I always forget that. Crazy Rich Asians, great romantic comedy. I don't like romantic comedies often, but I fucking love Crazy Rich Asians. It was a good time. And finally, the last movie I saw this summer, Searching. Fucking fantastic. I cannot say enough good things about this movie. It keeps you guessing. It has a lot of little like mini twists and turns and little hints.
Yeah.
Some of which go places, some of which don't, but they still like wrap up those little hints in a way. So if you were looking for them, you'll see like how they wrap themselves up. I can't say enough good things about this movie. John Cho is a good actor too.
See, and I was worried with Searching that it was going to be like Unfriended, and Unfriended. the
No,
dark way.
that's in my opinion, that's the perfect example of gimmick movies. The good one and the bad one. Of Unfriended didn't respect the platform it was using as its medium. It didn't respect how teenagers use computers and how computers work.
Yeah.
As from seeing, I haven't seen Searching yet, but already seeing reviews and stuff about it, Searching actually knows how computers and OSs work and uses it in an interesting way and understands how people actually use computers.
Yeah.
Not just uses it in the way that helps the plot. And that's what I feel like is
I'm not gonna lie, Searching doesn't do that entirely. But it doesn't disrespect it. It doesn't make it
Okay.
awkward. It
All
doesn't
right,
make
okay.
it bad. But it doesn't go the extra mile to show like this is how we use computers. It just uses that decently as a way to drive the plot.
and the plot's good. So
Oh, the plot's
curious.
phenomenal.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay then. Some online reviewer lied to me a bit then. But
Well, that's just my opinion. That's just what I saw
yeah,
from that
yeah,
movie.
yeah. I still need to watch it. I need to watch way more movies than than I have seen.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't seen enough.
So, call it anything else that happened this summer for you?
What else happened this summer? Nothing else is coming to mind. I'm sure I'm gonna remember something like, oh, that I fucking did that this summer, but right now nothing else is coming to mind.
All right, Lib. How was your summer?
My summer was eventful.
Yeah, yeah. You worked.
I did work. So I use the word eventful because my summer was kind of shit. A lot of personal stuff happened. I had a really deep depression. That was pretty rad, pretty killer.
Pretty rad, bro.
I eventually got out of it though and worked towards it, and now I'm better than I've been. So
There you go.
boom, happy
Congratulations.
ending.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I worked at Fanshawe, which actually was pretty cool. I met a lot of cool people, and I got to work with like the techs here, who are all just the funniest people ever because
Yeah.
they're just super Canadian. Like if you know Steve at all, he's like one of the most Canadian dudes on the planet. I
Yeah.
love it. What else happened this summer? At the very end, I dyed my hair blonde.
No.
Wait,
and I got
what?
new
You
glasses.
changed your hair?
I did just a bit. Actually, I dyed it gray, and then it kind of faded to blonde. What else happened in my summer? It wasn't that eventful. It was just a lot of like low points I don't want to talk about because they're super personal.
Yeah.
Other than that, met a lot of cool people. Hung out with Colin a bit. Hung out with Justin a bit. That was basically it. Summer sucked, but literally the last like 2 weeks of summer were good for me. That was it. Like last 2 weeks I had a lot of fun and really learned a lot about myself as a person, but then the rest of summer was dog shit.
So, I think for me to summarize it would be like, my summer was uneventful, but in a good way.
Yeah, mine was uneventful in a bad way. I wish more shit happened. Well, I don't know if I did because a lot of bad shit happened. I don't know. I'm good now though because I know people are going to be concerned after that statement.
Streaming down your face right now.
Yeah. So summer, bunch of stuff came up, bunch of stuff happened. By the end, I cleared all that out. I was able to pull it together. And then, last week or so, I dyed my hair gray and got new glasses, and then showed up to school, and everyone was like,
What the fuck? Even me, who had seen you like less than a week before, I was like, oh shit, what the hell? Did
yeah,
you do?
true. We hung out a week before, and then I went home for a weekend, and then came back with white hair.
Yeah, I think you literally walked in the room, and I was like, oh, hey, blonde.
Yeah. It's already darkening because you can see like my roots are starting to come in because I've had it for a week and a half.
Something like that.
Maybe it might even be. I think it might be 2 weeks. But yeah, that was my summer. I actually didn't see that many movies.
Well, I saw a movie not in the summer, but a movie that just came out this weekend.
We can talk about just to finish it. I got better at Rainbow Six. That's the key point. Okay. And Overwatch, and then.
And for your review of
The Predator.
Starring a real life sexual predator.
I'm not talking about
and Keegan-Michael Key.
Whoa!
Did you say and or Keegan?
And Keegan-Michael Key.
Okay, I thought you said.
No, not or Keegan. Keegan-Michael Key is a gem. Okay,
Yeah,
he would
he
never do
is.
it. He's a great person. We love you, Keegan.
That movie was a star-studded cast of not super top
Like B-list actors?
No, well, I wouldn't call them that.
Like low A- actors.
They're like these actors that should be higher up, but. Fucking, you still have your Tom Cruises and your Will Smiths. And all that.
It had what's his name? The dude who played the villain in Logan. He was in it. Okay.
Yeah, I actually
awesome
really like him as that.
Yeah, me too.
Fucking job. I love that dude in that movie.
Yeah?
He played the machismo dude so well.
There you go.
And then he also had moments of just being like a real human being, like being a real dad and stuff.
Yeah.
So good.
Are we talking about the same guy still?
Yeah.
I saw him in Narcos, and he does a phenomenal job in that show. as an
Really?
actor. Yeah. He plays like the one white guy who's down in Colombia, and they all just call him the gringo. And he does a really good job as a character.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see more from him.
That's what I want. I want to see a lot more from this guy. I mean, Thomas Jane was in there. You got the Punisher, so it's always good.
Thomas Jane was in that? I
Jane
didn't even know he was in that movie.
Yep.
Damn.
Is he the predator?
Is he the sexual predator?
No, the
No, Thomas Jane just walks on screen with dreadlocks. I'm the predator. What's up? I got my vision.
He's still wearing the Punisher shirt on. He just can't let it go.
What?
Okay.
Oh my god! But yeah, Van Keegan-Michael Key, Olivia Munn, Sterling
Archer?
K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown. There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Sterling
Brad.
K. Brown, like a bunch. You have Gary Oldman's son. He was in there.
Gary Oldman's son?
Yes. So, okay, this might be before your time, or before you guys were old enough to watch it. But there was this movie that came out that was called Starship Troopers.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
of course we know what
The
Starship
blonde,
Troopers
the
is.
blonde douchey dude with the big teeth.
Yeah.
That's Gary Oldman's. not Gary Oldman. Sorry,
fucking
Gary
kidding?
Busey's son. Excuse me,
Oh,
Gary Busey's-
fuck it. Okay, I know him.
Yeah, sorry.
know
Did I say
Busey's
Gary Oldman
son.
at first?
You did.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry, I
said
meant Gary
Oldman.
Busey's
We were
son.
like, Gary Oldman as a son in
Sorry.
acting in
Yeah.
Starship
Yeah,
Troopers?
sorry,
What?
Busey.
Okay,
Gary
Busey.
Busey's
I know.
son.
I know the Busey
Yeah,
kid. Yeah.
which is kind of nice because Gary Busey was in Predator 2.
Yeah.
So it's kinda like
Does
full
he play
circle
his
in
son?
Sensen.
Does he play his son?
So apparently there.
Or do you want to not want to say?
No. Apparently he was supposed to be playing his son, but they didn't really there was no reference to it. So pretty much the way that the story goes,
It could be his son.
yeah, but I guess there must have been like a deleted
Wait,
scene or
hold up, hold
something.
up. Is this a spoiler cast?
I mean, do you guys really care?
I don't care.
I care. Actually, I was planning on going to watch it the other day, but I missed it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, no spoiler cast then. Just
I was going to watch it too.
all right, just chat.
We don't want to
Yeah.
spoil it.
So
Thanos wins.
So one of the things with the movie, it's very fast paced.
Okay.
It's Shane Black, so it's like,
Wait, Shane Black directed?
yeah, he directed and wrote
I might
it.
go watch that movie
Yeah,
then.
I'm pretty sure he wrote it too. I think it's his whole thing, right? And funny enough, Shane Black was in the first Predator.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, so like a lot of that like over exaggerated machismo talk is in there, but it's weird because there are certain parts where it fits just fine. Other parts where it's like, ooh, in this day and age, you can't really say that word anymore, buddy. Like, yeah, that kind of stuff. It's very self-referential. Like in the trailer, there's the moment where Sterling King Brown. Sterling K. Brown?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Is like, we call it the predator because it hunts its prey and kills them for fun. And Olivia Munn's like, that's not a predator. That's more of a sportsman hunter or whatever. And he's like, yeah, but predator sounds better. So we went for that. Right, guys? Like, yeah. He's like, fuck yeah. And it's like, okay, cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And he's playing like this black ops, like covert ops, like operative guy who like, he's the villain in the movie. But he's such a jokey character that's like, I can't take you seriously as a bad guy. So when you get bad guy-ish, it's like, I'm sorry, dude. I don't
Believe it.
Yeah.
Don't take it. Yeah.
But other than that, like the movies, it is violent as all fuck, which is perfect for a Predator movie. And it's a perfect blockbuster 80s revival film. Okay?
Okay.
There's one moment, where you see it in the trailer, the bigger Predator, he comes out of nowhere and just grabs a dude and just starts stabbing him. Like it looked like it was a video game. Like it was like Gears of War, where you're just like, like super gory. He just grabs the dude, lifts him up, starts stabbing him with, I guess he had a blade. And as he's stabbing him, you're like, but what's worse is as he's doing it, he's literally shredding the body apart. So like it's literally being ripped from the seams as he's just stabbing. It's just so ferocious with it. I'm just sitting there like, yes! Oh my god! Like fucking A, dude!
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's hard for gore.
Oh my god! It's just, it's so good.
That answered my next question of what's the rating of the movie.
Oh, fucking hard R, dude. You could not. Yeah. Cannot have
It's
this any
blurring
other
the
way.
line between PG and G. You know?
Yeah, like the fucking AVP. AVP was PG-13. Alien vs. Predator.
That always scares me about those movies.
Yeah. No. This is a hard R and it fucking earns it.
Yeah.
Like literally, I don't. Stories, whatever, it's okay. And there's some like a little bit logic gaps here and there. Mm-hmm. But my God, that fucking movie is just the best schlocky action film you'll enjoy forever.
That makes me happy. It makes me excited to go check it out.
And there's a twist at the end that I thought they were going to go one way and they decided to go another. I'm not disappointed. I just kind of was hoping they were going to do the one reveal.
Yeah.
But that never happened.
That's always I mean I think as all of us being film students and people who
We're always looking ahead and kind of making guesses.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be this. I had that in searching. They make little hints about one thing, but that just doesn't happen. And I was like, it would have been cool, but also would have been shit.
Also,
like, I don't know, but it was a good movie still.
Practical Predator, 100% the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
Practical
You can't
Predator
not
in it?
have
Yeah,
practical
there's
Predator.
only one scene two scenes that are not practical. And one, I don't care because it looks so fucking amazing. The Predator is like knocked out on the floor, and there's a corpse that got slit in half that's hanging above him, and the blood and guts are just drooping and dripping down, and the Predator's camouflaged. The blood starts hitting it, and you just start seeing its face being revealed with the blood. Oh, dude, it's so fucking gory and intense. And like it turns its head, opens its yellow eyes, so you see the eyes so fucking well. That part I didn't give a shit. And then there's a scene where the giant Predator is like in the something like hanging from the trees or something, and a flashlight goes onto it. Very clearly CGI. That part I didn't like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, dude, like a solid 8 out of 10, man. I would go see that movie again because it's just so. Oh, it's just I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it.
The one review I saw on it was that if you like Predator, you'll love this movie, and if you aren't a fan of Predator, you'll enjoy this movie.
Yeah, that's actually a really good way to say
Okay,
it.
that's good. Okay, keeping it on like monster, horror, whatever movies, you wanted to talk about your hype for the new Halloween.
Yes.
Okay,
bitch.
I did not watch a trailer or anything for that movie until yesterday when I looked at this doc and I was like, I should probably check out a trailer to figure it out. Holy fuck!
Yeah.
I'm
so
excited.
it's a Blumhouse film.
Yep,
They're producing it.
always good.
Which not always good.
Not always,
Okay,
but
they're a safe bet.
Yeah,
It's okay,
question mark?
Blumhouse film, and then you have to look at who's directing it,
Yeah.
who's the creative
Yeah,
leads behind
true,
it.
true.
but at least with Blumhouse they will take risks, right?
You know there's going to be good production in it. That's
Yeah.
a guarantee.
Like Truth or Dare, not the greatest film in the world. It's really not.
Yeah,
It's
no.
fucking terrible.
But they tried something different with the eyes and like the smiley face thing. They tried to do something different, right?
Okay, yeah.
Again, I'm not saying look, it could have been worse. It could have been The Nun, okay?
Oh god,
I haven't seen
it
I
yet.
have
You'll never see The
intention-
Nun.
I have no intention. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm not a big horror guy, but I still watch Truth or Dare because I don't know.
It looked different.
All of those possession Conjuring movies, they have no appeal to me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Usually, I find that from watching things about them, the direction isn't anything to write home about.
Okay.
Blumhouse films for me it's such a spectrum of he produces the movie Get Out, and he produces the movie Truth or Dare. Truth or Dare.
Did you just turn into a child?
Truth or Dare.
No, now.
But Truth or Dare being a shit movie that I enjoyed watching because I thought it was so bad I was laughing at it. Like, it was one of those movies where the deaths that are supposed to be jarring they were so jarring they made me laugh. When the one guy slips on the billiards ball and it's his head, and it's like it's so goofy looking. They kind of lean into it a bit.
Yeah.
So Blumhouse, I support it. Where like The Conjuring, all that stuff's just like you're gonna try and tell an interesting story while delivering pop-up scares. So if you're a fan, sure, watch the movie. I'm not gonna. I have no intention of seeing it.
No, 100%.
Not only because of the horror, just because of. Same with Paranormal Activity. I hated the concept.
Paranormal Activity was a piece of shit. I fucking hated that. That
never even
was
watched
nothing
it.
but jump scares. That's all it was. And then they set it up where like you use every paranormal always was this. You hear like a bassy like treble, and then it would stop. Oh wait, now you know the scare's gonna happen because all sound in the movie has gone.
Yeah.
So like, oh no shit.
Yeah.
There's a jump scare. Like fuck off. But for Halloween, what's nice about this is it looks like, well, first of all, it's written and produced, I believe, like and co-produced by with I was gonna call him Danny Elfman, but it's not Danny Elfman.
John Carpenter?
No, Eastbound and Down.
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride. Him and his.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, Danny McBride and
I was
his,
making a joke.
No,
what the
no.
fuck?
Danny McBride and his writing partner wrote the script for this new Halloween film.
Okay. I just taking away from that.
Yeah.
The one thing that I actually see as a positive, it probably means they're fans of the series.
It is. That's exactly what it means.
Like, so that means, like, as you can see from the trailer, with the whole needle in the. Have you seen like the needle?
Yeah,
in the
like
hole?
when you see the mask, it's like certain ways that it's been cut up is reminiscent of what happened in the first Halloween and stuff.
It's. I hope it isn't just look how cool the Halloween movies were.
Yeah.
I hope it pays its respects to it and tells a cool story with that.
Yeah, it makes me confident because Danny McBride is a decent comedy writer, and I've always heard like from people in the industry, comedy is a lot harder than anything else.
Yeah.
So if someone can write not bad comedy, they can probably do really well in other stuff too.
So with this, being fans of it and the way that they decided to do this, if I'm not mistaken, it's either two versions. It's either here's the story, here's the timeline for Halloween now, according to this Halloween film. It's either Halloween and then Halloween 2, nothing else after that.
I think it's not
No, it's just
including
after
Halloween.
Halloween.
Just Halloween.
It's just Halloween and then nothing else and then this. So this is the direct sequel now to Halloween, which means Laurie Strode is no longer Michael Myers' brother.
Yes.
Or sister, excuse me. They're not related anymore, which was like the running theme after Halloween 2 that they were related. Mm-hmm. And the fact that they brought back
Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes.
as a badass who's like fucking like trained for years in case Michael ever got out, so she can finish the job.
It looks like it's going to be less of a straight horror movie, villain attacking people. It's going to be more like a versus movie.
It's gonna be a thriller. Like ultimately, I feel like. I mean, I do agree with you with the versus thing, but I think it's really gonna lean into the thriller aspects of,
instead of being a straight up horror.
Yeah, it's gonna be like thriller because I always felt like the difference between a thriller and a horror is that in horrors you always feel like your hero is going to lose until they eventually win. Where the thriller more you feel that the hero is actively fighting the villain.
Yes.
And even though they maybe are losing or the villain is this super destructive force, the hero is fighting back and landing hits and stuff like that. And I think it's gonna be like that. I really think it's gonna lean more into that. And I think there's gonna be, I don't know. It looked super almost mystery. Like it was kind of like weirdly like detect. I don't know. It had a lot.
I'll tell you what it is. It felt a lot like the first Halloween, where in the first Halloween. So this is before Halloween was before jump scares, before needless gore, before just like yes, it helped start the slasher genre.
It was still very Hitchcock inspired, whereas what Hitchcock did was considered horror or whatever. It was kind of still in that era.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like there is a moment in the trailer, I think it might have been the first trailer, where this kid's like, "There's a monster in my closet," and then the baby's like, "There's nothing there." She goes to close the door, tries to close it, nothing happens. Tries to close it, nothing happens. Again, tries to do it. She's like, what's happening? She opens the door, and instead of being a jump scare, it's just Michael Myers is right there. And he just very slowly lifts up his fucking knife and goes to stab her. Yeah. Instead of like, if this would have been a modern take on that, it would have been like, open the door, just like super loud, blood flying everywhere. Like, it would have been so stupid. But no, instead it's classic, open the door. It's her reaction. It's her being like, oh shit. It's her scare that puts you, like, you're tense now. And it's just classic, just pop, and it's done.
Yeah.
It's like, it's going to be so fucking good.
Yeah.
High
hopes for this, too.
Yeah. Such high hopes. And
it has 100% of Rotten Tomato out of TIFF.
Really?
That is a big praise.
Damn.
100% out of TIFF?
Yeah.
Damn.
Out of
that is a tough audience.
Yeah, honestly.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I think there's going to be another Blumhouse, like, fucking put it up there.
And did you say who's directing it?
No, the director, I forgot his name. He's done things in the past. Obviously, I just can't remember what he's done.
I'm checking it
It's
out.
not Danny McBride, I know that much.
Yeah.
Directed by David Gordon Green.
What has he done?
Who did George Washington, All the Real Girls, Snow Angels, Undertow, Pineapple Express,
That makes sense.
Your Highness,
Yeah.
The Sitter, and a whole bunch of episodes of Eastbound and Down.
So he's
And
friends.
since then, he did Manglehorn and Stronger and Our Brand is Crisis.
So what I'm hearing
weird
is
selection.
he is a friend of Danny McBride.
Yes, he is a
Pulled him
friend
in.
of Danny McBride. He's done drama and he's done
Yeah.
a bunch of comedy.
I mean, for me, it's like after the 100% from TIFF, it's hard to not.
Hard to not think that, okay, this is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I still don't know if I'm gonna see it because I'm a fucking scaredy pants. But like, I don't know. I'm up for good horror. I always support. I feel like horror movies are such a saturated market of badness that I always love and support when good thrillers, good horrors come out, and it kind of reminds people, hey, we
Yeah.
can watch good horror movies.
And we've had a good year or two of good horrors. Like, we had Get Out come out, and we had A Quiet Place. Both
Yeah.
fantastic, fucking, really inventive horror movies, which are
Except for the end of Quiet Place. That's always my big thing. I can't.
What about the end of... Okay, we can talk about Quiet
that's-
Place.
yeah.
Spoilers.
I
whatever.
still haven't seen it, but again,
You're not going to see
I'm
it.
not gonna.
I invited you to go see it. Okay,
Yeah,
I
we
just
all saw
can't.
it together. With
I can't watch horror movies. They give me anxiety attacks. I can't do it. Like,
Yeah, so, yeah.
Okay, that's
But
fair enough.
The end of fucking Quiet Place
What
just
about it?
bothers me because it's like this super fucking serious film, and it's like defending against the monsters.
literally
and
the ending shot.
fucking.
She earned that.
No!
She fucking earned that.
No.
She had to fucking muffle herself giving fucking birth. That
She
is the
failed.
development of a badass fucking character.
Liberty.
She failed.
She failed.
That she earned that though. Like, this whole thing has been building up to this, and she's been developing, and now they have to fight.
What happened? Does the kid die?
No kid dies.
The
John
dad
Krasinski
dies.
dies.
The dad dies.
Yeah, he
John-
sacrificed
It's okay.
himself.
It's a very sad, touching
Yeah.
moment where
Yeah.
like the daughter isn't sure like if the father loves her, so then like they're like a while away, the monsters are going for the kids, and he signs, "I love you, I always loved you," and because the monsters always go for sound, he starts screaming.
Yeah.
It's a very touching, heartwarming moment. I had tears in my eyes watching it.
It was like I said, like it hits you emotionally. It just feels like all these like tense emotional spots, and then it just goes into like cheesy '90s like fucking.
Because
I'm Linda Hamilton now.
It ends right after that with the kids escaping in a truck that like rolls down a hill. They inside their house. They go into the house with the mom. The mom is still fucking bloody because she just like gave birth and all this shit.
Yeah.
And she hasn't even changed her clothes or whatever. She has a baby in the next room or whatever. And she literally just picks up a shotgun. She knows the monsters are coming. Everyone else, like all the other humans around, are getting ready for a fight too. And she just picks up a shotgun. Movie ends. So, and I like that ending. It's like
it doesn't
Run,
fit.
fuck face.
It doesn't fit it
it
does not
works
fit
as
the
a
movie.
story. It works for the story. It works
I don't
very
know.
well. It's a good ending place. It leaves
No,
room for a
agreed.
sequel without you feeling like you need
Would it
one.
have
but-
been better if instead of doing a normal shotgun pump, she did the one-arm cock pump?
No, I'll tell you
Hell
something
yes.
better. They found out what exactly hurts the monsters at that point. It's like this high frequency pitch
Science. Yeah.
that somehow was being triggered by the daughter because she had this. The dad, John Krasinski, kept on trying to make like a special hearing aid so she could potentially hear. So I'm guessing she wasn't totally deaf; she was just hard of hearing. But with that hearing aid, she would be able to hear something. Near the halfway through the movie, she realized that there was a really bad frequency that kept kicking in, and it was hurting her head and her ear. It also hurt the monster's ears, and they didn't know that until the very end. And pretty much, if I remember this correctly, because it has been a while since I've seen the movie, she pretty much, the mom takes that earpiece, turns it on, slaps it to the speaker system, and it fucking scrambles the goddamn monster's brains. It's like, oh shit, we found a way to fucking kill these
Which makes
guys.
the shotgun part work because now they have an effective means to fight back.
It's not a shotgun. It's a fucking earpiece.
But they're gonna fight the aliens and they're gonna win.
No.
It ends the story on a hopeful note, a badass note, like, oh, the humans, this
Do you know
fucking
what
mother
they
just
could
gave
have
birth
ended
is
it as?
gonna fight the aliens.
Do you know how they could have ended it if they wanted to do that? Okay, they hear the monsters running towards them because obviously the monsters fucking heard that noise, rushing towards them. The mom and the daughter, because I remember with the shotgun thing, they look at each other. They're like, this is gonna happen. What they could have done instead was literally fucking. They see each other. They know what's gonna happen. Either they end it like that, and then you hear the speakers turn on again as a noise buster, or you just see the mom flick on the speakers again, and just end it like that. That would have been so much better instead of.
But you know they're gonna
Fucking
do that. You know that's gonna be.
exterminators here.
That's not. That's so.
Okay.
You know that's gonna be part of their fight.
look.
Justin.
Yes.
Another option.
Okay.
2 shotguns.
Tosses one to the daughter.
Everyone has
One
2
between her
shotguns.
legs too.
Give one to the fucking babe, the 2-day-old baby.
Give the baby, the 2-minute-old baby, a fucking Desert Eagle. That's how you end it.
You're not going out there with
Great
me.
ending.
That's a Michael Bay production.
What do you guys think of the sequel that's been announced?
Ooh, is John Krasinski writing and directing again?
I think so.
If so, I'm excited.
It's gonna be Michael Bay.
What's this?
It's his production company.
off.
I'm not lying. It's his production company. He's got to take it over.
He produced the first one,
That's what I'm saying.
and it was a great
Oh,
movie.
and then he's gonna.
And that's why there's the shotgun scene at the end. I need a hot chick with a fucking gun. Could she have less
That's what I
clothes?
told John Krasinski. He's like, you're only making this movie if your
Give your wife a gun.
looks fucking sexy, bloody with a shotgun. And he's just like,
She didn't look sexy.
Okay.
She was a piece of shit.
oh yeah, but it's fucking. It's Olivia. Wait.
Olivia Munn?
No.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. Why
I
are you
was
gonna
thinking
say
Emily
Olivia
Blunt.
Munn?
I was
His real
gonna
life
say.
wife,
I was
yeah.
thinking of Aaron Rodgers for some reason.
What?
I was thinking of. I don't know. I don't know why I thought Olivia Munn when I meant Emily. Blunt.
Okay, I'm gonna.
And she's fucking hot.
Okay.
Regardless. Covered in
Regardless,
blood,
I'm
I don't
gonna
care.
hijack this conversation
for
for a
it.
quick second. Not 3 hours ago, Todd Phillips' Instagram released the first picture of Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. It's not what you expect.
Is he?
It's not him in Joker makeup. I don't know why the fuck he released this picture. It's literally just a picture of Joaquin
That's
Phoenix
just
with long
Joaquin-
hair. I know, and the
Show it to
caption
the
is,
camera. Show it to the camera.
and the caption is Arthur. So you see it? Like, I don't get, like, I think he's
How
gonna
do you
be
know
that
this
for
has-
most of the
what-
fucking movie.
Do
Like,
we
I
know
don't
this has something to
understand.
do with the Joker?
What?
Are you sure this has something to do with the Joker?
Todd Phillips is directing the Joker movie.
But could they be doing another film together?
No, they're not.
The gritty.
They're currently filming Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, and they post this fucking picture.
I know.
Like, I don't.
Do you know what I'm
What
having
is
an
it?
issue with when I'm
You
looking
know
at
how
that?
they rebooted Winnie the Pooh with Christopher Robin?
They didn't reboot
Yeah.
it.
It
That
was a
wasn't a
sequel.
reboot.
They're good. Oh, I mean the Dora movie. The Dora movie. You know how they're making the
Yeah.
Michael Bay Dora movie?
Yeah.
What?
Gritty Arthur the Bear.
You didn't hear about that? Yeah,
Nobody heard
Michael
my
Bay
fucking idea.
is producing. I forget who's directing. It's one of his fucking proteges. Is doing a Dora the Explorer reboot movie.
With the girl from some show or movie.
She's some from Disney Channel thing, I think.
Okay, I don't want to hear
it's
this.
an actual show. It's like an actual
Oh, really?
show.
Is it? Okay.
I don't want to hear this. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be Megan Fox.
It's not Megan Fox.
No,
That's the misdirect. Because that's what Michael Bay's known for, is witty commentary and fucking good writing. Fuck, I can't even do it. Fuck you!
Okay, there's one movie that actually is kind of.
I mean, she's from a Nickelodeon show, so I'm sorry.
Oh.
Not Disney Channel, Nickelodeon.
I thought it was like an actual show for some reason.
It's from Nickelodeon.
Well, I guess Nickelodeon is an actual show. Bad Boys 2 is good.
It's a dumb movie.
Yeah, it's a really
And do you know
dumb
what makes
movie.
it good though?
It's a dumb movie.
Martin Lawrence and fucking Will Smith.
That's true.
That
By the
movie.
way,
They make this movie
point something out.
watchable. It wouldn't be watchable with any other like
Yeah.
duo of people.
When-
They make that movie.
When you're talking about Predator, you're talking about like how like you're like, oh, there's all these other actors, but you have your Tom Cruises and your Will
Yeah.
Smiths. Those are like two actors that aren't even that like. Tom Cruise only makes Mission Impossible movies. And when was the last movie you saw with Will Smith in it?
Dear Lord, there was one
I-
that came out not that long
I
ago.
meant to watch Concussion, but I never saw it.
Right?
Concussion
Sorry,
wasn't
what was
that
that? Voice of God?
That Netflix one?
Blight.
Bright? Oh god.
good. Have you watched Bright?
No, but
Yeah.
it's still a Hollywood film and he's in it.
It's like Joel Edgerton's worst performance because he's covered head to toe in makeup.
Yeah, I know.
You can't-
Disappointing.
It's hard to emote when you're.
Okay,
your face is
backtracking
fucking-
just a second here. The official synopsis for the Dora the Explorer movie. It's being directed by James Bowen, by the way.
Okay.
Having spent most of her life exploring the jungle with her parents, nothing could prepare Dora for the most dangerous adventure ever, high school.
Oh my god!
Always the explorer, Dora quickly finds herself leading Boots, her best friend, a monkey, Diego, and a ragtag group of teens on an adventure to save her parents and possibly solve the impossible mystery behind the lost Inca civilization.
Fuck you, Michael Bay. Fuck you right in the asshole.
How are you gonna? Where's Swiper in this? How are you gonna do Swiper?
He is not listed in the cast. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I was expecting not a fucking.
Oh no! One of these
high
makes
school
sense.
movie.
One of these is super disappointing. Eva Longoria is playing Dora's mother.
Oh my
The one that's
God.
disappointing. Michael Pena is playing her father.
No.
Michael Pena, come on.
This movie only exists to kill careers.
Jesus
I mean,
fucking
Could
Christ.
you really say Eva Longoria actually had a career? No. Besides Desperate Housewives?
Modern Family. Oh wait, no, wait.
That's Sofia Vergara, you piece of
don't-
shit.
You racist fuck.
Yeah, and she's married to Joe Magnolo. Okay, you show some respect.
All right, I'm sorry.
That's Deathstroke.
I'm sorry to.
It's fucking Deathstroke.
It
Is
doesn't
it okay?
matter.
Is it Deathstroke though? Are they?
Because the DC universe is fucking done.
It's falling apart.
Joker-
No,
It's
okay.
fucking done.
Speaking about this, okay, the one of the topics that we have on here is Henry Cavill out of Superman. It's not true. It's not true.
It's possible.
No, he
It's-
Instagrammed to fucking shut people up, and I loved it.
He
so
did
much.
not deny it. He did not deny that he's out.
He's wearing a fucking Krypton shirt. He's bringing up a goddamn Superman toy, and he's got dogs barking.
It's
to,
still fucking.
the ballet song or whatever.
He
it was.
literally just had to say it's not true, but he said today was interesting. He is not saying it's not there because he still might be under
Colin,
the fucking
come
contract.
on.
It's
How much
fucking
more?
Trying
done.
to get more money.
That could be a thing.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
maybe. There you go.
That was easy.
How much more convincing do you need? He's wearing a Krypton shirt.
If he had literally just said it's not true, but he didn't say it's not true.
It's a tease. It's perfect. He's got us talking about it right now.
He literally just had to say no. He wanted to put us at ease, but now the shit is all still in the air. We still don't know what the fuck
And you
is
know what's
happening. We still don't know what the fuck is
Our eyes
happening.
are on DC right now, so it's working.
It's not making me any more likely to buy their fucking movie tickets. It's not making me happy to be a
You're
DC
gonna see
fan.
it because you know you will.
Fuck, I'm just about done. Okay, if they recast Batman, I think I'm done. I told myself.
No,
I
you know
told
why?
myself when Spider-Man: Homecoming, or when Civil
Yeah.
War came out, when the new Spider-Man, I told myself, last reboot. I can't do any fucking more.
It's
can't
not
do
gonna
it.
be a reboot. It's just they're gonna continue the story.
I
It's
can't
like-
do any more recastings, reboots. I'm fucking
I'm
done.
telling you, there are two people that will save if Affleck is officially 100% out. There are
Okay.
two actors that will save it. All right?
John Hamm is
Because of-
one.
Yes, John Hamm is one of them.
Okay.
What?
He's
No.
he's mentioned Scott Adkins.
No.
I still don't know
No.
who the fuck he is.
No.
I don't know who's.
Okay, maybe not Batman, but I love Scott.
No!
What
I
do
don't
you have
even know
against Scott
who is
Adkins?
this fucking guy.
Anyways, the other one.
Scott Adkins.
So Flash is coming out.
don't know
Flash
who
is
he
going to be
is.
Flashpoint. Apparently that's the storyline.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Batman.
Yes.
Bring him in.
Wait, they're doing Flashpoint with
Yeah, 'cause-
Ezra
yeah,
Miller.
And they're bringing back Jeffrey Dean Morgan to play Thomas Wayne.
Ezra,
and
but-
the mother to
well,
play the
I'm
mother.
totally okay with that, but Ezra Miller's Flash is Flashpoint is such a fucking gritty story.
It's being directed by the two guys who directed Tag. John Francis Daly and his fucking partner.
Ooh, game night. Okay.
Game Night?
That's what the voice of God just said.
Am
Game
I
night.
thinking of the wrong couple guys?
I mean, if it's
might not
I don't know if they did tag, but I know it's the people that are doing game night.
Okay, let me do a quick fucking Google here.
because if
All right,
it's
Okay, yeah, it was Game Night. It wasn't Tag. I'm wrong. Forget me.
forget Sarah Marshall.
I'm not gonna say anything because Russo brothers did Civil War, and that was a good movie.
That's true.
What does that have to do with anything? What we're talking
Russo
about?
brothers did comedy first.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
okay,
did.
okay. I was like,
And then
where
trans-
are you
and then they
going with this?
transitioned into
Yeah.
action. So
I think. Look, I don't like Ezra Miller. I still think the best Flash out there is Grant Gustin.
who's that?
Because we haven't had that many live action flashes, let's be honest.
I mean, you also had the old
There
man from the other TV. I forget.
the best live action Flash would have been Adrian Brody.
That would have been good.
He was cast as a Flash in the George Miller thing. He would have done
That'd
a
be
good
good.
job.
The best Flash, though, in my mind, is still Michael Rosenbaum. He is Lex Luthor in the Smallville show,
Yep.
and he was the voice of Flash in Justice League and Justice League Unlimited.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he's got the iconic voice.
Yeah, so that I thought that was good.
The best Flash, the best movie version of Flash so far has been Quicksilver in the X-Men movies.
Okay, X-Men, yes, okay. I was about to say, like,
Not Marvel. I mean, which I actually didn't mind his character, but I only didn't mind him because him and Hawkeye were funny.
yeah, but then fucking Quicksilver comes out in X-Men.
Yeah, and then it's so much better. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah.
You can't compete
Okay,
with that.
one scene. I watched Justice League for the first time.
Okay.
Okay,
I didn't like it.
okay,
Yeah.
I had a lot of
Fair,
problems with it.
fair point.
okay.
The Superman fight I thought was lame until the Flash part.
Yeah, that was like the one part. It was a gem.
Like when Flash is running behind him and Superman's eyes track him, and they make it clear that Flash is still faster, but Superman can like almost catch him. I really like that.
No.
What?
It's not that Superman, and this is the issue that I have. It's not that Superman can almost catch him. Superman can catch him. He catches him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's bullshit.
Okay,
It's
because
young
he.
Flash.
I did not hit her.
It's
I did not.
Okay. To be fair, okay, to
Young
clarify.
Flash.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Evolving.
Okay.
Just screaming at each other.
Okay, he catches him because Flash stumbles, because Flash doesn't know how to fight, he doesn't know how to move, he doesn't know what the
Oh,
fuck
so that
to do.
pisses
Let's
me
be
off because
fair.
Ezra Miller, that fucking Flash is a piece of shit. Fucking, that is the worst Flash interpretation I've ever seen. A guy with mild Asperger's.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when did Flash get Asperger's? I didn't.
Like, I fucking hated that part. This social awkwardness, which makes no sense. Never in the history of the Flash has the Flash ever been socially awkward.
He's been the opposite.
They just wanted to bring him in to have like a different group dynamic.
Everyone.
But then they would have the cocky Flash, which would have been perfect.
I know, they would have been perfect.
Instead of giving it to fucking Jason Momoa, he could have just been the prick, fucking Aquaman, which would have been fine.
I love Aquaman when he's like, I am king of Atlantis, and like super like
Yeah.
douchey king. That's my favorite Aquaman.
Phil Lamar does the best Aquaman.
He does. He
And
does.
John Stewart.
Yep.
And whatever else he wants to
Every
do.
single character
Yeah.
he plays.
But like that's my issue. It's like you took an awesome characteristic from the Flash, totally removed it, gave it to the fucking Samoan dude who is a god. Like that man is beautiful. Just don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I think maybe with the new Aquaman movie that's coming out, he has a chance to kind of redeem that cockiness character.
Have you seen the trailers?
Oh, look, the graphics don't look good. The CGI looks pretty
But
garbage.
it's they're portraying his character the exact same. They have no intention of changing the way Aquaman's perceived.
I feel like that's going to be like part of the character development
Yeah.
or whatever for that.
Hopefully he'll redeem himself and he'll become like the true king of Atlantis, this mightier than now kind of attitude. But the fact that they took that away, give it to him, now he's this kid who's look,
The misguided kid role always kind of went to Cyborg because
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
in most interpretations Cyborg was the youngest member
because he went
of
from
the
Teen
Justice League.
Titans to the Justice League,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which I was fine with. But now he's this like there's too many brooding characters. Because you have Superman, Batman, and
Superman
Cyborg.
isn't a brooding character.
Yeah.
He just isn't.
Superman should have been like the happy one. Like maybe he's happy he's back, but all this fucking
Yeah, like, he
bullshit
can
about
have some-
resurrecting
he can
him.
have some inner
They
turmoil.
shouldn't have killed him off in Batman v Superman. They
Yeah.
shouldn't have.
There shouldn't have been Doomsday.
Yeah, they shouldn't have had
Batman
Doomsday. They
versus
should have had a
Superman
Lex
shouldn't have
Luthor that was
existed.
worthwhile. They should have.
Zack Snyder shouldn't have directed Man of Steel. Zack Snyder shouldn't have been part of DC Universe.
I was
DC
fine with Zack
Universe-
Snyder directing Man of Steel because
Man of Steel was alright.
Yeah, Man of Steel was good.
I don't like the
Fucking-
fact that he killed someone right off the bat, but whatever. It's
That
Kill
I had
someone right off
problems
the
with
bat?
that.
Okay.
too.
It's a young Superman. I'll accept it. It's a young Superman not knowing what to do in an extreme position. So I'm okay.
I'm
with that.
happy with how they. I'm fine with how they did it there. I don't like how they didn't continue it on with Batman v Superman, like and have him clearly talk about
Yeah.
not killing and how they
This is
also
why
have
he's
Batman
arguing about
killing
Man
for
of
some
Steel too.
fucking reason. What? What about Man of Steel 2?
That's why he's in contract negotiations now because he wants a Man of Steel 2 movie. Because he hasn't gotten to be a good Superman in a
last
while.
rumors I saw were George Miller or Matthew Vaughn were in running for Man of Steel 2.
I don't know if Matthew Vaughn would be a good mix. Like especially in the current DCU EU, excuse me.
Ew.
dumb.
Fuck, that's
DCU.
so dumb.
Yeah, the extended universe. It's too. It's. I know they tried to make it lighter in Justice League. It's still a little bit too serious, I think, for a Matthew.
I feel
Vaughn
like they
approach.
should have stuck with a serious tone. It's just with Batman v Superman, they kept it too thematically dark as
Yeah.
well, and they
Yeah.
kept it just like too dark for the sake of brooding without any actual making sense emotional story behind it.
Like
It
if
just
they,
didn't make sense at all.
if they would have the Batman would be an excellent pick, I think, for Matthew Vaughn, because you look at him in Layer Cake, the work he did in Layer Cake, this crime drama.
Okay.
I think Matthew Vaughn would have been a better choice for like The Flash or someone kind of later.
I have an idea.
What's up?
I want to hear you guys out.
Yep.
Matthew Vaughn, Teen Titans movie.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
That
That would be
colorful,
cool.
like, yeah.
But then
Edgar
also,
Wright, Teen Titans.
if you did an older Teen Titans, he can do violence too. So if you want to do a little bit like
You would
older
have to
Teen
have a
Titans-
scene of Robin just like beating the fuck
But,
out
like,
of a bunch of guys.
fun
He could do
violence?
that.
Oh,
That would be awesome.
Do you mean?
No, we're not.
I almost threw up.
I don't want to talk about
Do
the
you
Titans
mean
show.
the DC exclusive online show, Titans?
Oh god.
Where Robin or Nightwing, excuse me, is breaking necks and he says, "Fuck Batman."
Oh my god.
And
And,
he-
and yet, are they also not bringing Jason Todd into that? So they have Dick Grayson, the main guy, main
Why?
Robin, being Todd. No, yeah. I knew this was gonna
Red
get
Hood is my favorite character.
Okay. They have,
Don't fuck him up.
Okay, they have Robin, Dick Grayson being the fuck Batman kid.
Yeah.
And they're also bringing Jason Todd in as another. I think he might be the current Robin. At the time of Teen Titans or something.
That's not
Yeah.
what Nightwing is.
Yep.
I know.
Yep.
I know, but like, so he's Robin, but he's.
Oh fuck! I
it
fucked up
doesn't
my
make
elbow
sense.
doing that because I was so mad.
Yeah, so basically that was Lib's emotional reaction.
It's just,
I knew as soon as I said that
Because
name, if he didn't know it
my
already, he was
biggest
gonna get
thing, my
mad.
biggest thing about Titans is they're doing Jason Todd Red Hood, but they're doing it with Nightwing, which makes no sense.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't
And, like
they're-
they have different Robins for a reason. There's different Robin characters and having different roles. Don't blend them. Don't fuck with
Do
them.
you know what they
Leave
could
them
have
as they
done,
are.
which would have fit perfectly and been awesome? I forget what they're called. It's called like the Outlanders or something like that. And it's Red Hood, Arsenal, and Starfire, and they are violent and super dark and an awesome
Starfire is
storyline.
dark and violent.
Yeah,
like
in
a warrior
this
princess.
True.
storyline.
Then again, I only ever know her from
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans, so I know her
So-
as the kind of naive.
Yeah.
It's this like cool combo group of Red Hood's already been established as Red Hood. He kind of he teams up with Arsenal and Starfire, and then they just go. I forget what their mission is. They're stopping some crime thing. It's super dark. It's super gritty, and it's awesome. And that would make an amazing series, but it's too niche. So they just made Titans and made it dark.
Yeah.
Which
know-
that's
you know what?
they're not teens. The guy's like 30.
Make Nightwing, okay? Nightwing, breaking bones, I'm fine with. Not killing people, breaking
Yeah.
bones. He's a bit more aggressive than Batman, okay? For whatever, because he's just getting out of Batman's shadow and he's trying to make a name for himself, whatever. You
Yeah.
can do that. The main villain for that Titan series could have been the Red Hood.
Yes.
That would have been perfect.
Yes.
That would have been awesome.
And like have it be a twist that like the other Titans don't know who Red Hood is, but Dick
always
Grayson's
knows.
just
Yeah.
like he like meets up with him. He's like, Jason, what the fuck?
Yeah, like trying to change him around, try to save him or whatever, right? Batman couldn't do it. Maybe I can, because I used to be a Robin too.
Yeah, and like at the end of the series, have
flock
fucking
together.
have Batman like be seen as a silhouette with like Damien beside him or something.
Yeah, anything.
Fuck.
that actually would be.
Tim Drake, any of those ones.
That might have turned it around for me if like they kind of went gritty. The trailer was completely ass, but then the very end you see like Red Hood clearly as the villain with
Yeah.
a cool costume. Then I would have been like, okay, I'm gonna watch this now. But
Yeah.
I
Also, don't like the fact that they made Raven a kid, like a little kid. That's dumb.
the age
I
difference
feel like
doesn't.
I feel like that might make sense for the character. For like with the development and what she is. If she's a kid dealing with all that, that would make it really
Yeah,
fucking
but Raven's
powerful if they did
character
it
is
well.
a billion times better when she already understands her origin and it's about her controlling this evil power.
Yeah,
not
very
about
true. That
her
is very true.
understanding the power.
And then trying to, it's not succumbing, but accepting her, like the friendship that the Titans are trying to give her, and this potential romantic lead with Beast Boy.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a much better thing. But like, I'm scared. I see monsters. Fuck you.
I look like Hit Girl, and it's very, very obvious.
Yeah.
Beast Boy, I didn't mind because it's Beast Boy. He's green and he's a boy.
You know what? I know that sounds bad. I think I would have preferred if Beast Boy wouldn't have been green. Give him green hair or something. But like the green makeup, look, the production,
Okay,
the budget for that show is too low that I can't. When he's gonna transform, it's gonna look like fucking Animorphs. Okay? It's gonna be the book cover, like.
Yeah.
Just.
They're gonna avoid showing as much of that transformation as possible.
It's
They're
gonna be off
They're
camera.
gonna have him. They're gonna have him. Give me the camera for a second. Give me the camera too for a second. We'll give it right at me. Okay, tilt up just a bit. They're gonna have him fucking start to transform. He's gonna be like, and then he's gonna come back as a fucking animal walking back into screen. They're
I'm
gonna
a
be like,
horse
what
now."
the fuck was that? I'm a horse now.
Yeah, but they're not gonna have the right budget, so it's gonna be like. Beast Boy, transform to something that can fly. They can't afford an eagle, so it'll just be like a little pigeon just flying
I'm
through.
telling you right now, he's not gonna understand his powers completely. And he's going to be like, I don't know how to change into a rhino right now.
And he's
Oh, I
gonna
turned
change
into a
into-
frog. Because that's easier to animate.
Yeah. Or they'll do terrible CGI where like they'll give him like a horn from a rhino and that's it, and that's all you have on his face.
Guys, what did I do?
Yeah. And like it'll be like flopping around because they couldn't get like a good fucking. Oh
Yeah.
god.
And they can't get Cyborg, so they go with fucking the hawk and the dove or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Which are like one's super gritty and one's not, but they're both wearing fucking. What is with the costumes in that show?
DC, get your shit together and just bring back Teen Titans, please.
Do you know why? Do you know why Marvel's costumes work so well?
Why?
Because they understand they're building a realistic universe with set rules and stuff.
But they just
so,
do little hints towards
Yeah,
the
so when
costumes.
Captain America wears the all like blue tactical suit with like the star or something, it's a cool nod to the original suit while being updated.
Yeah.
DC doesn't know if they want to do that or not. So half the suits
So,
look cartoony.
Jason Momoa, we don't know what to do with Aquaman. He's shirtless. There you go. Just
Put
get
some gold chains
Jason
on that
Momoa.
bitch.
Yeah. The only one that I think is like even I think Wonder Woman's is cool because Wonder Woman's costume is pretty iconic already, and I think that they just turn the saturation down on it.
Which
so
is fine. It worked. It works.
It works. Batman's is the same. It's pretty simple. I actually liked Superman's with I like the blue sleek look,
Like
no
they didn't
underwear.
get rid of the underwear. They just had like
Yeah.
that
I
gold, like
miss the
lining
underwear.
and stuff.
I know you miss I miss the Superman. I don't like
I miss
love
the Superman.
I love Henry Cavill's Superman, but I wish he was given better writing.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I was so disappointed when I first heard that he's out because he can do so well and he's such like a good.
Also-
let's
Hey,
be
can
honest,
you-
he's a
can you put
fucking
the
good
camera
looking
cue
I
on
can't
me,
help
please,
but
for
notice-
a
great to look
second?
at on screen.
Every single
I
time
really appreciate you
I see
put camera two
Superman
on me.
fly in a
Guys.
Justice League movie,
Come on.
it looks like those like fucking
Yeah, there you go.
like Gary
All
Spot
right.
animations
All
where
right,
you
just
just
come
pick
here.
up
Come
the
here for a
character
second.
and move
Just
it.
wanna-
'Cause he's
yeah.
always
Go ahead, go
So
closer. It's
tense
fine.
and shit.
yeah.
So,
No, you guys keep talking. It's fine.
Okay, no, like what do you?
No, you
do?
clearly
you got a-
you got a bit going on.
I just wanted you to know that Colin, holy shit, and everything's gonna be fine. He just can't understand Instagram videos. It's fine.
Okay.
He literally just had to say no. He did not deny that. He knew the rumors that are going around. He knows that people
These are
legitimately think.
collecties. It's the greatest thing in the world.
No, it's fucking not. I want to finish. I want to know if that motherfucker is going to be
You'll keep
Superman
clocking
still.
those fucking gun arms all day, buddy, and you're not once you're gonna get punched in the face.
Then why are there also rumors going around about Michael B. Jordan being tapped to be the Superman next?
I'm down.
That's dumb.
I'm down.
No,
for that. What, Black Superman? You're racist.
No, he needs to be Steel. What? Okay.
What the fuck?
So you
I
guys.
know what you mean.
What?
Yeah.
We're not rebooting Shaq
You're not
Steel.
No,
bringing back
okay,
Shaq's-
no. First of all, fuck you motherfuckers, you youngins. Steel was originally a DC character when Superman died from Doomsday.
No
a
one
bunch
fucking
of
cares about him
No.
in that.
No, no,
Everyone,
no.
whenever you
No
say
one cares
Steel,
about Henry Cavill right now.
You do.
I do, but I'm saying
I still do.
what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, wait. Okay. He had the Iron Super. Yeah. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that I'm not talking about Shaq, you racist fucks. I'm talking about the goddamn OG Steel, John Steel.
John's.
I think it's John. I think it's a terrible name.
I think it's
Yeah.
John Steel too.
But no, it's literally when Superman dies and dies with Doomsday and him punch each other and break their necks or whatever.
Comics are the best.
Yeah, a super sound wave. Yeah. Anyways, when that happened, a bunch of people came up to kind of take the place of Superman. One person built Cyborg Superman. A guy came in as the Eradicator. I can't remember where he came from. John Steele came in as just a normal average Joe who had a comprehension of
Electrical engineering
something,
or
right?
something.
And then he built himself a Superman suit. It's just full steel, S on it, and he had like rocket boots or something. And he had like a giant hammer.
Oh, he had a sledgehammer.
Yeah, that he would come around and hit people with. Yes, Shaq did make one in the 90s. Yes, it was a terrible piece of shit. But if you're going to reboot Superman, do it where this Superman dies, right? And you can do that in Flashpoint. You can have a Flashpoint moment where you see
Okay.
instead of Doomsday killing Superman, Batman killed Superman or something, and then an alternative world where he doesn't say, "Where'd you hear that name?" It's just, and he stabs him, and he's dead.
Save Martha. What'd you say?
Yeah, save Martha. He just sneezes. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Wait, who's Martha? Oh fuck it.
Yeah.
Already killed him.
You know, and then the Doomsday wouldn't come out, and all this other stuff wouldn't have happened. Anyways, you do that, and then you can have John Steele come up as the new Protector, and then you can have a whole series of different Supermans. because they want to do Elseworld with the DC Comics. That's why you have this Joker. You have Jared Joker. They're talking Jared Leto. Jared Leto. You have that.
I love his band, Murdy Thickens to Stars.
Murdy
Thickens to Stars.
Oh my god, I'm falling apart. But you have that Joker. You have this Joker. You could then do the Jeffrey Dean Morgan Joker with the Flashpoint, the Elseworld. You could also do a John Hamm Elseworld Batman.
Yeah.
Like there's a bunch of. You could do Batman by Gaslight.
I feel like they need to have they should establish that like within the next movie to be able to. I feel like they're not going to do that because that's going to be too comic booky for people to follow.
Yeah.
That's going to be people looking who like hardly follow the movies. They'll watch one movie like, oh okay, then like the next movie comes out. Wait, I thought that other guy was Batman. Who the fuck is this Flash?
You know what else is very comic
shit's
booky
gonna
about?
go what?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
But
pretty
that
comic booky.
story-wise is still easy for people to follow. The story itself is still, and we know looking at the next movie, like, oh, if Chris Pratt again, and the whole gang's still there, and they're not recasting everyone every other fucking movie.
Yeah.
Whereas if they start doing the Elseworld stuff, they're gonna be like, who's this Batman? I thought, wait, why is that Joker in this when this other Joker's? And I don't.
But I mean,
what
do
the
you
fuck?
know where it worked before? Well, it worked in the sense they made money.
Where?
It worked back in the day with the old Batmans. So Batman 1 and
they
2,
did, like,
Batman Returns. It was
Okay.
yeah, Michael Keaton, and then Batman Forever to Batman.
That was one. That was like one role they were recasting though. There was like, oh, who's being the Batman in this one, and it was one continuous
No,
series.
but then you had
I think
Chris Nolan's
I don't
Batman.
think you can do that. That was its own series.
But still, they
Completely
changed
separate.
Batmans,
I know, but
and then you have Brandon Routh, and now you have Henry Cavill.
I feel like if they're going to try and keep it in the same multiverse, cinematic universe, whatever, they aren't going to be able to make it successful. They aren't going to be able to make it money with it.
Shouldn't try and make a cinematic universe.
Yeah, maybe this was all a mistake. Maybe they just need to do.
They
Here's
should've
Wonder
just
Woman.
been
Here's
putting out
Aquaman.
cool DC movies, like from the start.
But let's be honest. If they fucking did it right, a DC universe like the Marvel one would have been fucking awesome.
I mean, look, they
Anything
have it. You
can.
know what it is? It's the animated movies. The
Yeah.
DC animated movies are
They're
top
fantastic.
fucking
They are
notch.
phenomenal.
I just felt like Man of Steel was cool. I remember before it, everyone was excited for a new Superman movie, more DC stuff, and then DC waited too long. It went stale, and then they came out with Batman vs Superman. That
Yeah, took like 3 years.
Well, they rushed it, right? They went from Man of Steel to Batman v Superman to Justice League right away.
yeah, but
Yeah.
what else came out to go with
Nothing.
Those are three of. So Man of Steel, just to compare it to Iron Man, would have been like the Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they would have set it up that way.
Yeah. Batman vs Superman almost felt like, okay, this is like a hard jump to like.
Civil War.
Yeah.
That is Civil War right there.
And then Justice League is okay. Now we're taking it back
I
to
feel
Avengers.
like it wasn't. I feel like going. I don't feel like Batman v Superman was a bad idea, but I feel like adding the Justice League right after that was a bad idea.
Like,
because
there
I feel like the
should've been-
Batman v Superman was a cool idea to bring Batman into the universe and have them conflict and have the characters come together. Even if they didn't agree right away, it would have established them in the same universe. I
Yeah.
also think bringing Wonder Woman into that movie, even though I fucking love that Wonder Woman, I love Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. I feel like that she should not.
Well,
have been in
that version
movie.
of Wonder Woman was so not fleshed out yet.
Yeah.
Well, another thing, why did DC feel like they needed to establish the characters before their own movie? Why did they put in the part
because
where
they
Aquaman,
rushed it.
Cyborg, and
They
Flash?
rushed it. They literally were like, we
'Cause they
wanted
saw
Justice League
Avengers.
movie in 2 years.
Yeah. They saw Avengers and they're like, shit, we gotta fucking go now.
Yo, we got to get the Justice League going.
So, okay, I'm going to finish this topic off with this is how the DC timeline should have been. Man of Steel was some kind of hint, which maybe more emphasis on Wayne Enterprises. A little bit more than just like a truck that blew up or a satellite that got crashed.
Yes.
Then you go on to you know what? Tease them even more. Don't even fucking show Batman yet. Do Wonder Woman in there. And then you meet a Wayne in the battlefield. So there's another little hint on.
Okay, yeah.
So Thomas is Wayne's father or something, right? Who was in the war. You then finally in the next Superman, or if you want, you can then put in Batman.
Yeah, I feel like they
do
should
a
have.
Superman movie and make Batman the villain, but eventually he comes around. But
So basically, we want the same premise of Batman v Superman, but
But
done good and
not-
not killing off Superman.
not Batman v Superman, Superman, but Batman ends up being a major antagonist.
Okay, true. Basically, I just want them to have put the Flash, Aquaman, establishing all these characters before Justice League.
Yeah.
Is what we're both basically saying here.
Even though maybe Ezra Miller isn't my favorite, like, again, I agree with you. I didn't like how they did the Flash. I think that I don't like the nerd aspect of the Flash. Like, yeah, he is a nerdy person. Like, obviously, he's a smart guy, but he's always kind of been like a confident, almost prick, and he's always sarcastic.
They could have done that with Cyborg, kind of. They could have had him be the nerd, the young nerd,
the shy guy who looks like he thinks he looks like a freak, which they touched on a little bit,
but they did not flesh out that character enough.
Nope. And even with, I love Flash's character so much. I would have enjoyed a Flash movie.
Yeah.
I
absolutely would.
That's Grant Gustin.
One of I think honestly, when Ezra Miller does the convenience store stuff, Batman vs Superman, I think the better version of it, which I would have been okay with, if they didn't do that, and then they had the Captain Boomerang Suicide Squad part, because that was kind of cool when Captain Boomerang is getting showed off, and then he gets fucking. You just see the Flash come and fuck him up, because you give no hint to who's playing it, who it is. You just know a speedster. That's all you know. So you know it's the Flash.
Yeah.
That's how I wish they would have
revealed it and everything.
There was one theory that, as soon as the first time I heard it, this is years ago. The first time I heard it, I hated it, but like the more I thought of it, I was like, okay, this could be really fucking cool if they do it perfectly right. This because right after Dark Knight Rises came out, and like as Man of Steel was about to come out, fucking end of Dark Knight Rises, how did he get out of the fucking pod thing into the water? How did he survive all that? Theory was that Man of Steel was gonna have like a post-credit scene of him seeing what's going on in Gotham and going over, and like he was just like returning from something, and he would be the one watching Batman do that, and he helps him get the nuke further away, and Batman asks him like, "Can you fly me away from here or whatever?" So then that would have brought Man of Steel into the Christopher Nolan universe, and that would have been kind of the start of like them realizing, oh man, there's actual superheroes in all this.
No. See, I say no to that because Nolan's Batman was such grounded in reality.
It could have worked if they had included in that Superman like how much it was like going from reality and like Superman entering is changing the fucking world as we know it. But they could have done it if Zack Snyder hadn't directed. If they had
there's one person there's a way that they could have introduced that without even introducing Superman necessarily. They could have done this a little bit early on, but it would have been have Ra's al Ghul actually come back to life.
Yes.
With the fucking Lazarus pit.
And part of the Dark Knight Rises could have been like him realizing, okay, wait, is there more to the world than what we see?
Yeah.
But they didn't really do that.
No.
Yeah.
All right. But anyways, we're going to drop this?
Okay, wait, hold on.
Okay, you have one last thing.
We're going to drop the DC shit.
Yeah. To add on to, I think, I don't know, just to add on to the adding fantasy to it, I think it would have took away from Tom Hardy's Bane, but if in some of the last scenes, he literally venoms out and gets like
super roided out.
And like you see like the Rachel Gould, they kind of lean into it more as like there is some sort of mystical.
Yeah.
That I think that would have added to it too, but again, I think it would have undercut. Tom
Also would have been nice if I love Tom Hardy and Liam Neeson. Should have been. They should not have been white. Let's be honest here.
Bane's Hispanic and Rachel Gould's
Middle Mongolian, fucking Middle East. Like his race is like he's lived for thousands of years, so like I think it's some kind of Middle Eastern.
Well, he's always displayed as either Middle Eastern, Indian, or West.
The only thing I'm okay with Tom Hardy's Bane is they didn't lean into the luchador thing. Because if they would have with a white actor,
oh my god,
that would have been bad.
Bring on, Bane!
He just fucking puts on the mask.
He's got like a really racist
the fucking thugs just start putting posts up. Tink, 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 tink.
Hey, SA, and it's just like, whoa.
Man, you ready for a cage match?
Oh my god, Tom Hardy, like, yo, SA.
No, they're saving that with Tom Hardy for the Venom movie.
Oh my god. Okay. Anyways.
Fuck, man.
Okay, enough DC shit.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about maybe one last thing, real quick, and then we're gonna call it quits. The rest of it we're gonna save for the next one.
What looks like shit?
Venom.
Yeah, it does, because it's just Venom fighting other Venoms, and you can't. There's certain times.
You think your Venom's better than my Venom? You're on.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. And the more I hear Tom Hardy talk, the less I want to see that movie. Did you see the film? Did you see the Filmhouse review trailer thing? Yeah. And it's like, oh, sorry, Mrs. Chang. Oh, sorry, I got a parasite. It's like, shut up, dude. Why are you wheezing so much? Yeah. Anyways, okay, that's not what we're talking about. The group dynamic has changed a lot this year.
In what sense?
You guys are like in group C. I'm in
We're
Group
in-
B.
yeah, we're in
Mac is like by himself.
We're all in like most
I
of
was
us were in
with
the same
Tom, and he
class
switched.
section. I'm sorry, okay?
Yeah, I think it's like
switched.
Tyler and Mac, and that's it. And then Ruth is in fucking TV.
Yeah.
Lots changed.
So for those who like are listening and don't know what the hell we're talking about, we were all more or less in the same like classes and groups together last year. This year they switched up the whole group system. So right now, and we're all scattered. Me and Liberty have classes together. How you doing, boy?
Yeah, fuck you.
And we're pretty much separate from everyone else.
Yeah. So
We got Tyler.
Yeah, we got Tyler. I'm sorry.
he's right there.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Tyler,
so-
cameraman Tyler, we love you.
we something that I've actually realized, and I talked to Ruth about it,
I love you, Tyler.
is with everything that's happened, I'm going to see if I can jump into TV broadcasting.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
More-
I'm surprised you didn't.
Ruth is clapping.
I know she's clapping. I know. I talked to her about this earlier.
Stop trying to take more of us.
So more explainer, we're separated into TV and
Yeah.
film. We're pretty much all in film except for Ruth, I
Yeah,
think.
and Shane. Well, like within the network, Ruth is the only one who's in TV.
Yeah.
I emailed the lady today, Annalisa, see if I can switch over to TV.
Yeah.
Mostly because two things. One, the film side's boring as balls.
For you?
Yeah, because it's like
Really? I'm
film
enjoying it so
critique.
far.
Cool. I could. We just critiqued movies. I'm fine with it. Read an essay. Fuck you. I don't want to write an essay. No offense to the professor, dude. You're brilliant.
write
You're
an
a
essay
gem.
for film?
Yeah, you have to write an essay at the end of.
I might switch too.
But then like documentary, I already know how to do a documentary. I don't need to learn this. This is nothing new to me. Editing, I will have editing in
I
TV.
think the whole point is, yes, we know how to do and documentary, we know how to do editing. They're just going to expect more from us this year.
Then that to me is I can do that on my own. I can
Okay,
push
I can
myself.
understand.
Okay.
that.
To be
I-
one question: are we in this entirely to learn, or is it very possible that some of us are just in this for the piece of paper to prove we can do this?
And I think that's what the issue that some of the professors are having. They're just making us go through the stages.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. With then talking to Ruth and even talking to you the one day when we were when you were supposed to edit and we pulled you away for like an hour and a half and just talking.
Yeah.
Literally, I realized I'm more of a producer.
Okay.
I like to get shit together, and not necessarily tell people what to do, but like have an idea of what needs to get done.
Yeah.
See, and with what I found I want to do with the program, it definitely is more film based. Like I've told Colin, I don't think I've told you yet, but basically, objectively, what I want to be is I want to be a DOP. I want to be cinematography is where I live.
Yeah.
The thing I notice most and I care the most about in movies is
the
how
shot.
the frame looks.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that film, I'm going to explore that a lot more than I would on the TV side.
You should watch Altered Carbon. Just putting that out there.
Okay,
You can
okay.
continue. I just wanted to put that out there.
And then also
I
going
agree
with
with Colin on the altered carbon thing.
going with that too, when I was like thinking the same thing of like, okay, is it going to be the same as last year with different content? I found it different because we sat in a class with Romy and hearing him talk about film, I want to create projects and let him see it and let him critique it because it's someone who genuinely cares about the art and the process of it. And it's something that it comes from a place that when I'm making these films, I do want to hear the feedback from this person.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not directing, even if I'm working on a shoot, something like that, it's definitely when it comes to live and one camera productions, I want to do more single camera productions. So it comes down to what I'm going to be doing more during the year. For me, is going to film side. I'm going to enjoy more what I'm doing during the year, even if it's stuff I've already done.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go for it. No.
I agree with you what you said about Romy because we had a project of which I'm actually going to be releasing on SSN at some point in the next few weeks, and we had to cut it down for what the project was. It had to be cut down to a minute, and I had like originally edited together just a 2-minute version. Like that was how the first cut of it went.
Yeah.
And I told him that. I was like, oh, we had to cut a lot out to get it down to a minute. And he was like, oh, show me the 2-minute cut sometime. I was like, oh, shit, he actually
Yeah,
cares about
that was a big thing for me too. Because that's what I hated the most about first year was your thing has to be 5 minutes on the dot. Because it's like it's a fucking narrative.
And we were also scrambling around, like, does that include the end credits or the
Yeah.
certain titles? Like, and it was never
It's-
clear, and it was stressing us all
Both
out.
programs I feel are a lot more organized this year though.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's
yeah.
because they're not trying to make us do two different things,
That's
right?
fair. That's fair.
So, and for me, it's actually on that note, yes, it's like it is great that there's like Romy is very invested in broadening or helping out with the studies, or like expanding your mind on that. I think my problem is I've reached the peak of what to do with a camera or to listen to someone, because like I can now take what I've learned already and I could in a year or two do a fucking short, make my shorts and do this, versus that switcher, that audio room, everything here is still something that is constantly a new experience for me. Okay. Right?
Okay, that makes sense.
Especially going on the road and then limiting ourselves with some of that tech and figuring out how to ways around it. When we did the live broadcast of the gaming, the Fanshawe fuel. Doing that made me like doing that, and then troubleshooting with Brianna and trying to get that shit to work, and then getting people together and getting like all that stuff.
I don't know why you went into film. You were. I always thought you were.
Why? Because I still love shorts. I still love filming. I still love doing that stuff. But I think going into this TV program, I learned that there's another side of this that I can explore very, not easily, but there's a lot more broadened horizons that I can do. And then if I still want to do fucking TV shows or movies, I'll have this knowledge will still translate into filmmaking.
Yeah. Don't you feel like there maybe is an artistic side though that you still haven't explored in film? Like, yes, you know how to set up a camera and shoot a short, but there's still aspects to that you don't fully understand in terms of framing, lighting, things like that.
But see, there's the things that I can learn on my own.
But can you learn TV stuff on your own?
Not really the equipment for TV, I guess.
I guess.
And then my chances of trying to get hired in, let's say, in a field like this, whether it's at a news station or internet stuff, like internet broadcasting, they'll look at what I've done here more than what I've done film side.
Okay.
Yeah,
I can understand that.
Yeah. So I think and then again, I can still edit. I'm an editing motherfucking machine. I will do that until the day I die. It doesn't matter. That part's never going to change. So I can still have that aspect and have that on my resume when I'm looking out and going to other places and seeing where I can work.
Yeah.
That's kind of like where I'm standing right now, where it's, I think, again, being a producer, I think would be a lot of fun too. Being able to get people together and literally, because like even if it's not my idea, you come up to me, you say, I have this TV show idea for X, Y, and Z. Cool, you're gonna need this. Give me 2 days. I'll call people and I'll get this shit set up.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can enjoy doing that.
See, where like me personally, I love being a part of this. I do love live setups and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's really fun, but organization isn't like that's just not a part of what like organizing a show, stuff like that. I like the creative process of a lot of things. I don't like the setup and stuff like that. Like actually physically setting up mics and stuff is something that it's like I always do it I like to do it for the shows and stuff that I'm going to be on, because that's part of being in the show is setting up.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the physical setup of getting stuff ready so that when you show up and you make sure the right people show up, stuff like that, I don't want to be involved. Creative process is where I'm at, and that's why cinematography for me is such an amazing field. It's like it's all literally like it's a director coming to you with a script and you working with that director to get the shots that he wants or give suggestions, or because so many directors have those visions in their brain already, but a good cinematographer comes in, improves those visions, and makes a better shot completely. Because it's the one thing I've learned watching film is you always comment on directors' choices of shots and stuff. Every good director has a great cinematographer working along with them.
Whoever it was, I forget his name. It's a cinematographer who works a lot with Ridley Scott.
Okay,
and Ridley Scott apparently came to him one day when they were just putting together the new Blade Runner, and he showed him a picture of a dust storm that had, like, swallowed Sydney, Australia for a couple days. He showed him a picture of it and was like, I want that for like half my movie. How do I make that happen? And the cinematographer had to like work with CGI people and all this kind of stuff to like learn how to film that, how to make it look like that.
So it makes sense creatively with what I want to do. TV wouldn't make a lot of sense for that. But then again, we figured out what we want to do.
Yeah.
Producing or working with what you want to do, film's not going to help with that.
And again, like I can always go back to that, and that won't be that much of an issue for me.
If you're going to have that mentality of like, I feel like I'm just learning the same thing over, like I don't need to. You're not going to enjoy school. It's going to be a bad experience if you feel like. So like that's why I think it is a good decision to go to television. Yeah. Especially, also like.
See, and for me, it's take the television part out. Broadcasting.
That's fair.
Setting this up earlier. I enjoyed myself. troubleshooting some shit was great. Getting people out of their positions, awesome. Telling Ruth what a general idea that I had, great. Trusting her after that, awesome. Being the showrunner, best fucking experience. Being in front of the camera, I have no problem with that. If I'm behind the camera next week, I don't give a shit. And then I can tell people what to do for my shots. I'll still be happy.
Yep.
If you do that, can I be host? Not call.
All right, everybody, thank you very much for joining us. Episode of the Select
avoided
Start
that.
Network
Dodged
podcast.
that.
As always, if you want to reach us on our socials, for myself, it is for Instagram and Twitter at SSN Larshay. And if you want to check out our Twitch, it is twitch.tv/Select Start Network Live. And YouTube, youtube.com/Live Select Start.
Instagram at Colin C. Burns.
I don't really use social media anymore.
Such a fucking hipster. All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. We'll catch y'all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.